Honk.
Yes, Le Honk. What is going on, everybody? Welcome, Arvanauts. Welcome, everybody, to a December stream. Believe it or not, it is almost mid-December. It is December 12th, 2023, about 12:25 p.m. Eastern, and it is a great pleasure to welcome all of you here to day 3 of our Chasms of Malice gamebook illustration stream. This is, of course, the stream where we play the Fighting Fantasy gamebook of the month, which right now is Chasms of Malice. And then when we are playing that as a chat and making a decision as a community, it is illustrated live by the amazing illustrator TariToons. So you're going to have a chance to see more of that in just a minute. And I'm glad that you've got your nomination ready, Echo. I assume other people will have them as well when we get to the end of the session. It's going to be good times. Big stream today. I'll talk about the schedule in just a minute. Before I do so, quick reminder about ways to support us on the channel. If you have not done so already, please follow the channel. Please check out our YouTube with !ArvTube. Discord is !ArvCord. Twitter is !ArvTweets. Website is arvineleron.com. And !ArvSky for my blue sky. And I should, while I'm talking about this, mention that if you are over on my YouTube channel right now, watching me as I am going live over there as well, along with Twitch, then welcome everybody. And please make sure to comment over there on YouTube. And also, please come over to our Twitch channel and hang out with us here too, because we are in both places. But the larger community has been built up on Twitch, so come hang out with us. It would be lovely to see all of you wonderful folks, which, as I say, we should be having both streams going on today as we speak. On the financial side of things, !Arv Shop is our merchandise area. !Arv Treon is the Patreon. Again, really the financial backbone of the channel, and it really makes a difference, especially when, as is happening today, I have stuff going to a lot of the our vocalists. We have a lot of our vocalists returning to the fold tonight. So I pay the our vocalists, and the PayPal is pretty low these days right now because of a lot of different stuff with overlays and video work and things like that. So I would love it if people could jump on board. You can get cool stuff for yourself in that Patreon. You can also as well get cool stuff. Thank you, Triffid, for the tier 1 sub. Speaking of someone awesome. Good to see you, Triffid. Thank you so much as always. 45 months, my goodness. Thank you so much, Triffid. So yes, you can join us for that over on the Patreon, because you can get good stuff for yourself and also move us towards various channel goals, which I would love to see. You can also sub to the channel and or resub, which is what Triffid just did just now. So everyone, make sure that you do that. No, subbing is good too. And subbing actually gets you those custom sub badges and emotes. If you're able to do, when people are able to do both, get benefits from both items. But no, either Patreons or subs are both really good. So definitely either of those methods is much appreciated. And thank you, Triffid, for the resub just now. You can also, of course, check out the publishing stuff that we do. Icarus is my graphic novel from Athos Arts. Library is my Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And Greyshade, which is my Grey Assassin trilogy. The first 2 books in that series, Greyshade and Renegade, are already out. Also, the audiobook by our very own Trent Sparks is out. You can get those at that link. You can also get pre-order the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade, being done by one Brandon O'Brien and Alligator Alley Entertainment. That you can do right now. You can pre-order that. You can also pre-order the final book in the Grey Assassin trilogy called Heretic, which I'm working on as we speak and which will be out next year. Also, I should quickly mention that my publisher for those for that series, the Grey Assassin trilogy, Athos Arts, has just had its big release day for Embroidered Worlds. So this is the Ukrainian anthology that did quite well on Kickstarter a couple of months ago. This is just officially released today. So happy book release to the lovely folks at Athos, and definitely go over and pick that out if you are interested in getting something from an all-Ukrainian author and editor group of amazing science fiction and fantasy, and also strike a blow against, of course, oppression that Ukrainians are having to fight against as we speak. So all of that is good stuff. So congratulations to Athos Arts on the book release. And I think the only other things I need to mention are BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And Poland, Ukraine, Ukraine, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message we will do so for others in this situation in the future. Big day of streaming today, folks. We start with Chasms of Malice. Then today at 4:15 p.m. Eastern, I will be over on GOG.com's Twitch channel for episode 402 of Pen and Pixels, in which I will be involving myself with the amazing GOG crew as we continue with Ghosts of Saltmarsh. That campaign is really getting super awesome. It's always been awesome, but it's getting even better every day, so you should definitely stop by and check that out. And then tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, a holiday tradition, one of my favorites that we do on this channel, and we're doing it up right, y'all. We are going to do the incredible A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. I would argue the greatest short story ever written. It is going to be done live with not just the 4 regular art vocalists of KP, Indy, and Zach and Rem Alternus, but also 2 of the alumni, Little Red Dot and Trent Sparks. So we will have a 6-person extravaganza tonight of the art vocalists with A Christmas Carol. It is not to be missed, one of my favorite events every year. So you will definitely want to be here for that. And then later on this week, we have got Starfield on Friday, and then we've got some Eberron Oracle of War coming at you very soon as well. So yeah, that's what we got going on. I'm very excited about all of it, but for right now, it is my great pleasure to get us started here. I'm unmuting myself so that Tari knows we're ready to go, and then I'm going to unmute her. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to swing over here to reveal, first of all, hi everybody, and also to reveal that right now you just see a simple illustration on your screen. You just see the book cover, which is the same book cover of this, Chasms of Malice. That's great and everything. But what if I were to show you instead, wapow! That's right, it's a cat in a helmet. You are not prepared for this cat in a helmet being illustrated by the amazing TariToons. Tari, hi, how are you? How's
Hello.
life in the universe with you?
Things are good. Just like in drawing mind space right now. So
I can see that. I can see that the
yeah.
cat has conformed, as cats do. I can now confirm
Yes.
myself that cats do indeed conform to whatever container they're put into. So
Yes.
in this case, it's the helmet of
It's a liquid.
it's the helmet of our Theodore the Terrific, who is going through this.
Yes.
So very exciting. And yeah, you have been playing. No, I know we want to get into this, but you've been playing Spiritfarer. You were telling me.
Yes.
And
I'm
it's
very
better than
much
you.
enjoying it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So what's? Can you give me the highlight of what's the coolest part for you so far of this game?
Oh, that would be spoilerific. Honestly, people should just play it.
Ah.
The vibes in general. The game has very unique vibes that I haven't seen in any other game yet. Okay. I guess on some level the game reminds me of Banner Saga, but not in any like gameplay stuff. More like the polish of the art style and
yeah,
the how much they nail the vibes down and the deep characters and stuff like that. But like gameplay wise, have nothing to do with Banner Saga.
Yeah.
But
well, that's high praise. Banner Saga is good stuff.
Oh yeah, I love Banner Saga. Yeah, like I already mentioned to you earlier in the green room that a lot of like indie games that look really good tend to be not great on the gameplay side of things. Like either the gameplay is like really unpolished,
right,
or it is very tight gameplay, but the game is very short.
Mm-hmm.
Because budget constraints and stuff like that. Like usually, if you have a really good indie game, it is really long but looks like shit, or it is really short but looks gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Because this game looks so fantastic, I kind of expected it to fall onto the side of like, hey, maybe the gameplay is not going to be so great, or it's going to be very short.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the game seems to be very long and also very good.
Who's the company for Spiritfarer? I don't remember off the top of my head.
No idea. You would need to look that up.
Let me look it up.
I have to look that
curious.
up.
I can look it up. It's okay. It is by Thunder Lotus Games. Well, that would explain why I didn't remember it. Thunder Lotus Games, which has made from Montreal, and has been around since 2014. Have developed. That's probably Oh man, it's Jotun, right? Not Jotun.
Jotun.
Jotun and
Well,
Sundered.
that's how I would pronounce it. It's a Norse word,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
I can only guess.
Jotun, and I remember hearing about Sundered. It's interesting. The genre, so Jotun's an action adventure and puzzle game. That's 2015. Sunder
Mm.
was roguelike Metroidvania 2017. Spiritfarer is described as a management simulation.
I
Which
mean, yeah, that's not
I
wrong.
understand, but 2020. And then 33 Immortals is a cooperative action roguelike game coming out next year. So that's it. Man, what is it with Montreal and game studios, good game studios? Like Ubisoft is there, and it must be a Canadian thing. Anyway,
Wait, I thought Ubisoft was French.
Ubisoft, yeah, but their biggest, yeah, they have French Canadian French. Their biggest studio.
No, I mean like French. That's what I meant.
Oh well, their biggest, I don't know. I mean, their biggest studio is in Montreal.
Well, I mean maybe they moved.
They have well, no, they have multiple studios though.
Yeah.
There's the Ubisoft Montpellier, which is in France, and they were the ones who did the Valiant Hearts about World War One. That was really good. And then they have a couple of others like that.
Have to play that.
That's excellent. That's really good. That's not super long. That's another example of your, it's great but not super long. I really liked. I actually interviewed Valiant Hearts, the Great War developer, because there were only like 5 major people at that studio and then a bunch of freelancers. But anyway, yeah. But no, most of their big things come out of Montreal, the Assassin's Creed things and stuff like that. So, but they have multiple studios. Either way, it's dangerous to go alive. Take this.
What? Alive? Alone? Well. Did I misspell it? No, I didn't. No.
You got it.
Dangerous to go alone.
Yeah. Dangerous to go. What did I say? Did I say alive? Dangerous to go alone.
Yeah, you said alive.
Oh, did I? My bad. It's dangerous to go alone, and then I assume it's going to be take this. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. That cat will help. Anyway, yeah, very cool. So today, chat, we are doing our holiday edition because I think I'm sure Tari would agree with me, nothing really captures the season like a good Conan-driven Steven Seagal one simple chef's assistant has to save the world from evil elder gods. I feel like that's sort of just that just sort of fits.
Absolutely
right.
Yes.
So this is the season. And so for those of you who have not been with us before and don't know how this works, the way we do this is that we are going to run through this game book, and I will describe very briefly the recap. And then as we get to various decisions, chat will make those decisions using the power of the bot, which I believe is online. Let me make sure. I actually didn't check to see if it's
Power of the magic of friendship.
There it is, RBot Plus. Yes, it has connected. So using RBot Plus, designed by the incredible Effect Life, you will be able to vote on the various decisions that get made, and you'll be able to see what's happening here on stream. So right now you can see that we have a skill of 8 out of 9. That's our biggest issue right now, is that our skill is kind of meh. We have 11 out of 18 stamina. We probably will want to get some healing for that pretty soon. We've got, hey, what's up, Effect Life? We have got, speaking of Effect Life, we've got 9 out of 11 luck. We do have our amazing cat, Tabasha the Bazook, who can restore luck, has 8 uses left and can restore luck. But once we use the luck thing, which means we restore luck and add a point, that will be the only time Tabasha can do that. And then we'll just have the regular uses of Tabasha. We have 1 provision that we would be able to use to get ourselves up to it restores 4 stamina, so we need to make sure that we do that. If we find like a campfire or something, we can use fuel to basically increase the efficacy of that food, which we may want to do given our current, stamina situation. And then we have a Spell of Life, which is we can use this to win any combat where we hit 0 stamina, which means we auto win with 4 stamina left and we lose 1 skill point. It's that losing 1 skill point that's really the problem, because we're already not super high on the skill point issue, but there we go. And we have died 1 time so far. We can also sense fight, so we can fight blind. And we need to temper the sword using the heart flame in the caves of Minisador to strike the lethal blow against the malice of Orguz. So we have some problems with Orguz. I think we can all, who among us has not had problems with Orguz? We have some problems with Orguz, but we are a
terrible neighbor.
Yeah, he really is just and constantly arguing about like who takes out the trash. Like is the garbage can over on his property? It's bad. Anyway, and we are a direct descendant of Tancred the Magnificent. That's why we are Theodore the Terrific. And so we have a shining sword, and we also have the cat goddess Tabasha the Bazook. So I feel like really the advantage is clearly on our side at the point that we have a shining sword and a cat god. I feel like that pretty much gives us a serious leg up on what's happening. So we've done a whole bunch of stuff over the last few sessions, but today we need to do what we can to strike the lethal blow that we must against the main bad guy of Orguz. So our last save point was 310. And I think that we were able to set off on our quest for the shield. So here we go. Oh, wait, we need our music. Let's see. Music. I just looked over to see that. That's awesome the way you did the text. That's very cool. Okay, let me think. What kind of music do we want? We've done
good
like
music.
Thief stuff. Yeah. Definitely good music. We did Conan. We did the Conan like Exiles maybe OST.
Yeah, one of the MMOs.
Yeah, there was another Conan though. There's Detective Conan. That's clearly what we want. No. And no, I can't do Conan the Barbarian, the movie soundtrack. Can't do that. All right, so I have to do Conan game. It's also not Conan O'Brien. It's Conan. Oh, okay, so we've got Age of Conan, and Conan Exiles, and Conan the Dark Axe. Maybe we should do the Dark Axe. I don't even know what that is.
Triple treat.
Wait, let me see. Let me try to get out of this ad. Only problem is I can't use my YouTube Premium because right now I'm streaming live on YouTube, so I can't do that.
Oh my God, screw YouTube. It's gotten so bad. Like I'm getting like, imagine this, like, I don't know, 10-minute video. It will be like every 2 minutes will be 40-second ads.
Yeah.
It's unusable. Sorry, but like I'm just like watching YouTube now on my phone or on my tablet or on my PC.
That's why the YouTube
not on the TV anymore.
I eventually got YouTube Premium because I just was sick of the ads and honestly,
not doing that.
I don't have, but see the thing is I don't use Spotify or any of those services, so like this is my one kind of like music service. And they give musicians more than
buying
Spotify.
CDs.
Well, I've done that, but eventually you run out of room, Tari. This is the problem. I already have to figure out how to manage streaming with my daughter being like, "Hey, Dad, do we have this like Canadian folk thing?" I'm like, "No." It's so. Anyway, AdBlock Ultimate helps. Brave browser is one of the few browsers that works without ads. I use it for YouTube and I use Firefox for the rest.
Just use Firefox. The issue is PC, not PC, TV.
TV.
To get an ad blocker installed on there, I would need to get need to store by a different router and set that one up to have an ad blocker installed. And currently, I just have the router that we got from our provider. So
I see. Yeah, but eventually it sounds like that would be the key. AdBlock Ultimate. Okay, let's let me give you this this playlist brought to us by Psychotic Luke. What could go wrong? I will type this into Zoom chat. So if you want to follow along at home, chat, this is Conan the Dark Age. Conan the Dark Age. OST, which I think is appropriate. Whoa, very loud. I already like it. We have a dramatic strings. Okay, great.
Did you send me a link?
I did. I put it in Zoom.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. He says, what Brave does is a security nightmare. Looking up what Brave does. Oh, DuckDuckGo is much better and has its own player. I've obviously heard of DuckDuckGo, but I had never heard of Brave browser.
Oh, I used Brave for a while on mobile, but then I read that it's just Chromium again, which is then like, okay, well, why bother then? So I went back to Firefox, which I did use originally, like years ago, but then there was like, I don't remember what the issue was.
There were issues with Firefox, but they fixed it.
Yeah.
I like Mozilla, though, because it's one of the few like things which is actually run somewhat for the public interest, right? It's a company that's run in a different way. So that's very nice. So I am a big Firefox fan. Not to mention the fact, I mean, you know, it's a Firefox, like, you know, like just in terms of like mascot alone, it does that.
Of course, of course.
So, okay, here we go. Right. Did you find the playlist?
Don't you want me to give a rundown?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. We need to do this, of course. I need to actually show that off.
Do you want me to do the full thing or just the last session?
Let's do. Oh, I think we can run through them quickly. Wait a minute. Let me pop up my OBS. Yeah.
The first session, we started off with a little warm-up sketch before I knew what I was supposed to do.
Yes.
Just a bunch of fifis in the sunset. Then here was our hero, Theodore the Terrific.
Theodore the Terrific. Mm-hmm. I love the pose.
Then we ran into some dark elf.
That's right, across the bridge.
Cavern bridge.
I like how Theodore is always just like, yeah, I got it. Everything's fine. Like Theodore's always like, it's no problem. I can address this. Yep, beefcake. Yep.
I forgot I gave him that tattoo on the shoulder.
Mom.
Yes. I don't know what I meant to do here. Apparently something that I can't. What was that thing?
Oh, that was this weird, like, bird that came out of the floor. It was like some weird shadow floor bird thing. I do vaguely remember that. Not the floor bird. It was something out of the game Ico, is what it felt like. So yeah, I don't remember the exact name of it, but yes, that was very cool.
And something with long teeth.
I don't even remember what that was.
Sneef Snorfer. That's what I called it. It had a name.
This was the psychedelic drug portion of the stream, everybody. I don't remember what it was either. I vaguely...
I think the description was just, it has like spikes and razor sharp teeth or something.
It's like you're doing like witness pictures for the police. Like, you know, okay, does it look like this? That's awesome. I mean, I
really like the design.
Yeah.
So that was the first session, and then the second and previous session.
Warm up with Tabasha,
here
of course.
The warm up. Little portrait.
Oh yeah.
Bazooka.
Yep. The bazooka. That I think is my favorite one so far.
Oh, the three witches that were just hanging out.
Yeah, that was just randomly in the maze, and they're just kind of like, sup. I forgot about them. Yeah, they're funny.
Yeah, this adventure so far has been very random at times. Just like, okay, yeah.
It's a little
I
disconnected.
guess this is here now.
Yep.
Then like the maze of caves.
And this is, I'm seriously, like, chat, this maze is weird. It's very strange. Yep.
So, I don't know, some of you might recognize, but like, one of my bigger artist inspirations lately has been JP Couvert on YouTube, who does like map art, but like really simplistic and stylized and very cartoony. Which is something like a philosophy that I have been like adopting for these streams, because I can get more drawings done this way, because I don't need all these details. I can just and then another big inspiration lately, Muppets. I've just been watching so much Muppets. And before somebody says anything, yes, Sesame Street is also Muppets, because apparently that's not common knowledge.
Same design, Jim Henson. Can you imagine, Jim Henson
also
didn't have...
they are literally Muppets. That's like the thing.
Oh, yeah,
the characters are literally Muppets.
Yep. Mm-hmm. As if the guy wasn't a legend enough. I'll just make the most important children's show of all time. I'll also make the Muppets on top of that. By the way.
I wouldn't say the most important children's show of all time. That title clearly goes to Die Sendung mit der Maus. but you guys don't know that one.
I do not know it. Has
That's
it been running for almost 60 years and has altered governmental policy because of how powerful it is? If not...
I don't know. When did this show start?
Sesame
I want to
Street.
say the late 60s or early 70s when
I think
Mouse
Sesame
started.
Street's got a beat. But I'm willing to accept that this German children's show is awesome. Sesame Street.
It's wonderful. I fucking love these animated mouse. It's delightful.
All right, so we had the 33 crystals.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that just random cat drawing.
Random
I
cat.
had to.
Beep.
Oh yeah, our boyfriend who came out of a well.
Yes, that's right. It's just like, welcome. You're like, oh, hi.
Some demon dude. What was his deal? I don't remember.
There was, I think it was just, I am a demon, I'm going to attack you. I don't remember the threat as to like where specifically, but it was one of the, like, I think it was shortly after we got out of the maze, basically, so.
And then just a long cat to...
You're noticing a big cat theme in this chat because the cat is a big part of this book, obviously.
Well, yeah, it's just like really easy when I don't know what to draw. I'll just do a quick cat, I guess, because she is easy to draw.
Mm-hmm. And now,
So, yeah.
this brings us up to today. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. And so you have a cat. Think of this as our gift to you, chat. That you can take this cat with you, a chat cat, if you will. And actually, shot is cat and friend. I was gonna say. Yeah. Just take a cat is what that would be. So what is this? You have a Norwegian Sesame Street. Let me see this.
What? A lot of countries have their
Well,
own.
no,
Sesame
I know, but like, oh, so you're talking about the one on the right? Yeah, there's a bunch of. That's true. It also spawned all these Sesame Streets across the world. Wow, that's pretty awesome. So that is Alpha, Bjorn, and Max.
I'm so
Mecker.
sad. Original Sesame Street does not have my favorite Sesame Street character on it, which is Bienchen, which is a tiny snail with glasses.
Oh, really?
She's so cute. I love her. But no, she's an original German character. Sesamstraße.
It is pretty neat that they allowed a lot of people and countries to come up with their own characters that they thought would fit culturally and otherwise for the show, and they gave a lot of freedom about how that was going to work. So,
yeah, apparently, a lot of like Dutch people were like really confused when they started seeing Big Bird, who is yellow, of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the Dutch version is blue.
Right, I think I did know that actually. Yep.
So and like apparently there's like a whole thing about a lot of countries having like their own variation of Big Bird, and they all are like canonically cousins, except for Germany. We don't have our own Big Bird. That is actually the one from America. Like sometimes there's like little like for like special episodes.
Mm-hmm.
They actually brought over what was his name? The puppeteer who originally played Big Bird.
Oh God, who just passed away recently? Spinney.
Yeah.
Frank Spinney.
Carol,
I want to say.
Carol
Spinney. Yeah.
Yes, legend.
He is a legend.
And
yeah.
like he will like then speak in like super broken German, and then they explain, oh yeah, no, he's from America. He doesn't speak German that well. But it said like, okay, but in the other episode he spoke perfectly.
Oh jeez.
Accent-free German. Slight continuity issues, but it's just really cute to see.
Yeah, Spinney was amazing. He actually came to. There was a. This kid. I mean, sad story, but it was a kid who was had childhood cancer and was not able to be cured, and his big thing had been wanting to actually see Big Bird. So they actually they literally, and what I don't remember is if they just remote videoed Spinney doing Big Bird in, or if they actually brought Spinney in full costume to the hospital. I don't remember. And he saw him, which is what he had wanted, and he died the next day. Like after seeing that, because that was the only thing that sort of kept him going, was just sort of waiting for it. But it was one of those. It was another example of these people didn't have a lot of money. They didn't have there was no way. So it wasn't one of the big elaborate Make-A-Wish. Let me go to Disney World or something. It was just wanting to actually meet Big Bird. So Sesame Street is like hugely, hugely powerful. The amount of work that it's done across the world in also representation in diversity. Like conservatives hate it. right? Because they're always like, well, let's bring other people together. Sesame Street was the first one to introduce an autistic character on the show, to introduce a character whose father was in jail, to introduce a character whose mother was an alcoholic. Like all of these things they introduced carefully and like at a child appropriate age. But it was just an example of not, and they get away with whatever they want because they're Sesame Workshop and like Henson's idea. Just impossible to overstate how important Big Bird has been. And for most of that time,
I'm so glad that the
free.
show didn't get sold to Disney.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine? Like, this timeline would even be darker.
No, it's right. Sesame Workshop was like, no. And a lot of it took place in New York City. And so, yeah, just very, very powerful. And it's been around forever. Like, I think I want to say like 5 or 6 decades. So, all right. As much as I would love to go down the children's memory lane, illustrations are amazing. So Tari is going to even further her game. She told me today, she's like, today, Arv, the drawings I will do will redefine drawings in the 21st
Did you talk to my
century.
evil twin or something? Oh, wait, I was the evil twin. Did you talk to my good twin?
I've lost the recording, but it was such an amazing recording of Tari guaranteeing how great it was going to be. All right, here we go. So you are now refreshed. We are refreshed, Chad. I don't know if you are, but I feel refreshed. And feel able to set off on our quest for the shield. After a long time, you come to what looks like a stone sentry post. On either side of the tunnel, there are 2 small slits in the rock. Do you rush past quickly, or do you crouch down and crawl under the slits? So to speak, crawling through the thicket. Crawling through the thicket? Oh, it's just so funny. Anyway, all right. So I'm going to open that up. $vote space 1 means rush past quickly. $vote space 2 means we crouch down and crawl under the slits. What is it going to be, chat? Get your votes in now. Let us determine together what will happen. And make sure that you get it right, because the fire engines outside really want you to make sure that you get it correct. All right, so we have 1 vote for rush past. $vote space 1 means we rush past the slits. $vote space 2 means we crouch down and crawl under the slits. Oh, really, Echo? What? Police activity? I thought that Norway was such a peaceful country that there was no need for police. It just everything.
Oh, you mean the one that's like famous for church burnings? Most peaceful country on the planet.
Now listen, you're breaking my perfectly legitimate view of Norway. Caro, it is whether we rush past the 2 small slits in the rock or whether we crouch down and crawl under the slits. This OST was recorded by like 3 guys in their garage.
Why is the music not playing? I forgot to press the play button, apparently.
Oh, well, that may have something to do with it. All right, so we have a tie vote right now. We have a tie vote between the rushing past the slits in the rock quickly or crouching down and crawling under the slits. Oh, hey, hey, It's traffic monitoring. You have racers who like to drift around and cause traffic havoc. Like with the snow that you keep sending me, they're just like slipping on the ice. No big deal.
I think they probably have like snow removal services, and that's probably not happening like all the way up in the upper north, but probably more like, down south, where they probably have equally as disgusting weather as we are having.
I don't know. I have not had a chance to do that yet. I will, Echo. I'm in the midst of final exam grading. Echo has been sending along some snow pictures for the benefit of my son, who because we had practically no snow here last year. Hopefully this year will be different, but so he's been sending it along, and once in a while my son is up here and I'm like, hey, check out the new snow. 76 pictures. Good Lord. All right, I'm going to have to tell him about that. 76. I appreciate that. I will definitely let him know, because he does like the snow. All right, chat, let's break this tie. We have got 1 vote each. Do we want to rush past the slits in the rock or crouch down and crawl under the slits? $vote space 1 to rush. $vote space 2 to crawl. Let us get this done. Let's get her done. Let us crawl through the thicket or rush past the thicket.
Rushing past the thicket?
That would be one that would not sort of. I don't think that would necessarily work, right? Are we
I'm
rushing
just
past it?
I just love that like you have like your own channel memes. It's good.
It is. I do like them a great deal.
Yes.
Okay. What are we doing, chat? What didn't work? Oh, you
Nothing
tried to vote?
works. Oh.
Oh, because of the comma? So maybe
Why
interesting.
a comma?
So Triffid may have voted and it didn't come through or something? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Vote 1 crawling. So is the comma. That's interesting. That was that one.
Comma,
Triffid,
comma,
did you
comma,
get a
comma,
vote in?
comma, comma.
Did you get a vote in and it didn't register it? I didn't see a vote come in on chat. There it is. Oh, it was a timing thing. I got you. Okay. Got it. Okay. All right. I'm going to last call this. Going once. Going twice. Yeah, vote. So 1 is rush and 2 is crawl. Just be aware before I call this shot one way or the other. 1 is rush, 2 is crawl. One rush, 2 crawl. So it is a tie score again. Tie vote. We need someone to break this tie. Who will break this tie? I know. Affect Life, the dragon spear of Fighting Fantasy here.
Another game I've been playing lately is Bear and Breakfast, which I sadly cannot as heartily recommend because that falls in the category of like, yeah, looks great, doesn't run great.
Oh, really?
Gameplay needs could do with some polishing.
Wait, what's the name of the game?
Bear and Breakfast.
I had not heard of that at all.
It's like basically like a tycoon game.
Okay.
Sort of, where you play a bear.
And it's a B&B.
Forest who
literally.
wants to get wants to collect trash, but there's no humans around, so he built a bed and breakfast for inflatable shark.
I mean, I love the premise. It just
it's great. It's just like, yeah, could do with a bit more money thrown at it, I think.
The idea was better than the execution so far. All right, chat. What are we going to do? We got someone's going to have to change vote or tie. I would like us to get past this passageway today. What are we going to do?
Also a big problem with like indie games, specifically on the Switch, is that they tend to not run great. I had the same problem with Graveyard Keeper.
Oh.
That like you have to play a lot of these games in handheld mode because the frame rate is just unplayable.
Wow, interesting.
In dock mode.
No kidding. That's interesting. Because you would think, because Switch has been good, obviously, for a lot of independent stuff, but you'd think it would be able to manage it one way. If I change my vote and we die, I'm not to blame. I hear you, Caro. If you do that, if you take one for the team. All right, we're going to rush past quickly. All right, we're going to close that vote. We are rushing on past. Okay. You race past and kick a trip line which disturbs a mass of dwarf skulls. As they rattle, they alert half a dozen orcs from the elite fighting Exokusai. Okay, we are the fighting Exokusai as opposed to the fighting Urukai, who rush out and chase you. Unlike most of the orc warrior clans, they do not squabble amongst themselves, but follow with speed, efficiency, and cunning. Do you run up some stairs on the left, or do you go straight ahead? All right, simple vote here, chat. Do we run up the stairs on the left, or which is $vote space 1, or do we go straight ahead, which is $vote space 2? What's it going to be? Running up those stairs on the left or going straight ahead? $vote space 1 for left, straight ahead, $vote space 2 for straight ahead. Okay. We have 2 votes for running up the stairs to the left. All right. I like what I see. I like what I see. On stairs, they can't surround you. That's true, actually. You could do the classic, like, hold the top of the stairs, kick them down the stairs.
On stairs, they cannot surround you. Now I'm just having flashbacks to Metal Gear Solid.
Mm-hmm.
The staircase
Yep.
section.
Yep, where you can, that's right. Well, I was even thinking in film, think about Fellowship of the Ring when Aragorn's on top of the area in Amansur, who's like on top of the this little platform, and he's like dealing with these orcs, and he's like fighting a bunch of them at the top of the stairs. Then he completely gets rid of this advantage by jumping on top of the orcs, which I don't, I mean, it seems awesome, but okay. So the question was, do you run up some stairs on the left, which is $vote space 1, or do you go straight ahead, which is $vote space 2, Echo? Run up is $vote space 1, straight ahead is $vote space 2. All right. All right, so I'm going to last call this. Actually, I did last call it already. So going once, going twice. All right. We are running up to the left. Let's do it. You run up the steps, go through a metal door, and close it behind you. Just then, you hear deep breathing and hissing. 10 crits, bloody. You are face to face with a Kudam. Oh, it's a Kudam. See, we have Kudams that we have to defeat. How many? Let me see. Where's my Kudams at? Here we go.
All the Kudams in the
All
chat.
the Kudams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have 7. We have 7 Kudams. He says, "I am Bar Cake Kudam." To be clear, that means he's Bar Kek Kudam. He is immediately a meme. My master waits for you. He approaches. You can see the blood dripping from his long, thin fangs. He moves his black cloak aside and pulls out a jagged-edged sword full of treacherous rip hooks. And I actually have I may have a picture for this.
Well, if you give me a minute.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to a much better one than whatever these people are going to provide. But let's see.
What is anatomy anyway?
Okay, I got it. So, open image in new tab. Yeah. All right, we're going to save that. You're going to be one of those, are you? The power of the snipping tool compels you. Actually, wait, I don't even need to do the snipping tool. We'll just capture this for now. So,
remember the dark days when there was no snipping tool?
Yes, I do. Those were the darkest of days. The snipping tool is so good. Like, oh, it's a WebP image. Haha. I'm like, yeah, snipping tool. Suck it. All right.
God, fuck WebP. Like, I understand why people want things to go to WebP because, you know, like, apparently it's like a better file format, but it doesn't help me if none of my art
yeah, exactly.
supports a system, you know?
All right, chat. This is what the book thinks, which I have now put up there. No,
I'm not going to switch art programs just so that I can use WebP.
Yeah.
Not happening.
And you're right. It is like not, yeah. I mean, for me, not as an artist, but just as someone who wants to use these different illustrations, it doesn't download properly. It's just, yeah. Okay. So, Kudam bar Kek. So, here we go, chat. Now, the deal that we have with this is, let me go get the battle thing. So, we do have to defeat this dude. But as of right now, the bad news is that he has got a higher skill than we do. Kudam, eat at the bar, Kek emoji, is what I'm calling him. His skill is 9, and stamina is 8. Okay. Right. Okay. So here we go. What's up, Tom? How are you? Okay, so it is time for the power of Kudam Parike. So, Echo, if you're doing the dice for this, let me just confirm. Are you doing the dice for this? And if so, then if you are doing the dice, then I would like you please to roll 2 6-sided and we're going to add 8 to it for our current skill. 2 6-sided plus 8. And spam phone calls have been absolutely out of control as of late. There we go. They're subscribed for 32 months. I'm back on my PC. Renovations are a pain. Thank you for the tier 1 resub, Effect Life. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. 32 months. Wow, really? 2 years and 8 months. My goodness. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so we have got... Oh, and I forgot to add the thing. Wait. I forgot to add the thing where we can hook in the dice to it. Where you can do the thing. Yeah, the thing you just did. Oh, he did do it. Never mind. He did do it, except that I don't have it popping up here for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, I know why, because I didn't put that up there. Okay, so now I have it checked off, I think. So now I think it should work for both, so that you'll be able to see it pop up on the screen. My bad from before that I did not do that. Okay, so currently we have got a 12. 1 plus 3 plus 8. All right, and this guy is going to roll a 2d6 plus 9.
Okay, I got this one done.
That was the one, yeah. I just didn't have the thing up before. That is a 14, which unfortunately is more than we have. So that is going to drop us down. Okay, next roll here, Echo.
Greg?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Gregory, I'm done with this one.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me remove for a second. What is there a specific thing that he's having right now?
Oh, that's like when he got his refreshment earlier,
oh,
right?
So he's refreshed with this. Glug, 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 glug. I like how
yes.
in English I feel like it's glug is what I see a lot, but I've seen in I see this in asterisk as well, that it tends to be gluck as opposed to glug for the swallowing sound. I'm not sure why that is.
To my ears, you just said the same thing twice, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Well, glug, Glug, as opposed to gluck.
It was a G.
Yeah. Glug, glug,
I was
glug,
like,
glug,
this
glug.
looks wrong, but I don't know why.
Gluck, gluck, gluck.
One moment. That's what we have an eraser for.
That sounds German.
Oh, just glug, glug, glug.
Hi, Hillness. Okay, Echo has rolled a 13. Okay, let's see. We are going to try to roll. Ugh, this is not good. Not good, chat. Not good.
But
we gotta
no,
come
in oh yeah, I think with the CK that would be German.
Yep. Norwegian mead mixed in with Den Svenska Bjornstammen from 2064. The same, right? Yeah, 2d6 plus 8. That's right. So yeah, just so far they have one higher skill, which has been an issue. I'm starting to think of maybe just putting in a thing where we have a baseline of just 11 skill for all of these games, because it's so hard to get anywhere with these games if you have a lower skill that you roll. So, all right.
What is that guy again that we are fighting?
I will show you. Do you want me to show you the reference picture?
No. Describe.
Okay.
What are we doing? Like,
so we are
him?
fighting this Kudam, who's one of the sort of like main servants of Freudian slip. He's also a serpent, but one of the servants of Orguz, and so he's like this elite fighter. So he has basically this black cloak. He looks vaguely serpentine. He has a jagged-edged sword with a lot of rip hooks on it. And he has, long, thin fangs that he uses. And he speaks like this with a lot of sing.
So he's like basically vaguely snake-type human,
I would
right?
say. That's right. And yes.
Also, Caro, yeah, I was like thinking the same thing. Because like in Berlin, they have like this one very famous area which is called Kudamm, short for Kurfürstendamm.
Really?
Yeah. So yeah.
So yeah, 2d6 plus 8 again, please, for me, Echo. It sounds almost like
I've been there, and I forgot what it actually is, like why it was important. Like I remember when I was there, I didn't care one bit because I went with my grandma, and I was like, I don't know, 14, so of course I didn't give a shit. So yeah, I don't know.
Most famous shopping street in the world, Kara says.
Is it?
Kudam. Yeah, because you look at the prices and you're like, oh, damn. That's what you do.
Oh,
That's how it goes. Okay, so we got a 15. All right. And then I got oh, no. This guy is absolutely wrecking us. 6 + 6 + 9. Good Lord. We are in trouble. I think it's officially time to say that we are in trouble. The good news is that if we die, we will auto-win and lose a skill point. All right. Next one up here. Ku equals cow in Norwegian. Oh, really? Cow dam. All right, another 2d6 + 8. Kudam also sounds like a dwarven city. Yes, that's true.
Also in German, but then it's like K-U-H.
Cool. Like,
and in Dutch too, but then it's K-O-U. But it's also pronounced Ku.
Cool.
Ku.
See, that's what I mean. Why do we add an extra? Like, should be cow. Cool. Cow if we're doing O-U. 17. He rolls a 16.
Short
Yay.
for
coward. Say again. That's what?
It's actually short for coward.
It's short for coward. Okay. Right. All right. Good job, Echo. Let's do that again. Hilness, I'm really interested in trying that game. I've been thinking about that a lot. Actually, Tari and I have been talking about with the other Shire Adventures folks about maybe doing that game as well.
Yes, the return of Inge.
Yes.
Hopefully. I mean, that you can only play as a dwarf in this game, right?
That,
so,
yes.
No return of Laura Hopesinger?
No, this would be the return strictly of this is dwarves only. Even though, you know, I mean, like in that game,
we all know that
Hope
the real
Singer
hero
is a
of Moria is,
yeah.
of course, Laura Hopesinger.
Give it a few more updates. It was rather empty on release. I've heard good things, though, about it. And, you know, the Silent Ancients. Okay, Echo, give me another one of those rolls, please. That was a good one on this last one. Let's do that again. Second verse, same as the first. 17. Rolls a 16 again. All right, down to 4 stamina. Let's go. That's what I like to see. All right, another roll, please, Echo. Yeah, we're going to need to eat provisions again, and then we're in big trouble on the food situational. We might need to get our boy, or not a boy, our girl, Tabasha, to help us out. Okay, 12, huh? All right, 16. Down to 3 stamina. We could do it.
Whoops, accidentally drawing Risto Uden.
Yeah, where's the panther in the background?
Well, we do have a cat, so...
I guess, yeah. But all of a sudden it'd have to become a black cat and also be a little larger. All right, another roll, please, Echo. Oh, you'd like to see, because I was going to say it is on PC, but you're saying you'd like to actually see what it, like, try it out on PC. Yes, another, please. Thank you, sir. May I have another? 18. 15. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, one more round. One more round and we can beat this guy. One more round. We can do it. Strike a pose. There's nothing to it. Vogue. Okay, let's... another 18. 14. Yay! Victory! We have defeated barely Kudam Bar Kek. So he is gone. And that also means that we get to cross him off our sheet. So he is now defeated. Defeated. Suck it, Barkay. Nice work. Woo! All right. Now, chat, before I read the next section, can I highly recommend that we get, that we do provisions? Because we are in sort of dire straits. We're not engaged in battle, so can we use our last provision? I know that puts us to 0, but we have 3 stamina. So can I get a general, you don't have to vote on this, just a general yes. Like, we need some food, big time. It continues not to say, you may call into Bash at the Bazook. Wait, maybe it'll say. Back character, call in any time. Once, help you by adding to your revisions. Various other ways, instructions to get the particular pages. But it says that she can do provisions at any time. That's not very clear. I'm going to assume that by using her, we can get provisions back. So it sounds like we're going to eat a good German sausage. Right, so I'm going to drop our provisions to 0. I'm going to move us up to 7. Now, I'm going to also recommend, with chat's approval, we right now have 8 uses left of Tabasha. One of those has to be used for our luck restoration. So we started, I think, with 9. But we could use her. Now, it does not say how many provisions, but I'm going to assume that it would bring us another 5 provisions. Can I recommend, because it says we can do this at any time, that we use Tabasha to get 5 provisions and then use one of those provisions, even though that's using up one of her uses, because we're still at 7 stamina, which is like very low. So is that good to go? Like, what does chat want to do? So in other words, we send Tabasha, we use one of her uses, we get 5 provisions, we immediately eat one of the provisions to go up to 12 stamina. What does chat think? Yes? No? Maybe so? Where are we at with that?
I don't know. Can you repeat the question?
So yeah. So it's, do we send Tabasha to get provisions? Review all those in great detail again. God damn it, Hillis. Okay, so do we send Tabasha, who will get 5 provisions, that uses up one of our uses of Tabasha, will be down to 7. We then eat that provision, one of the provisions we got, so we go up to 11 stamina. And then we have 4 provisions. So I have send Tabasha, and I have 1 send Tabasha and 1 move on. And Echo also says move on. Tom, I'm going to assume the 2 German sausages are better than 1 means send. So I have 2 votes. I have 2 and 2. So I have 2 votes to send, 2 votes to not send. What do we think? What do we think, chat? Could return with some lembas bread. I mean, that's quite possible.
We are a baker. No.
Oh,
wait,
that's
are we a
right.
baker?
Suggesting a
No,
roll.
we
I
are
think
cook.
you're right, Effect. I think you're right, Effect Life. Caro says send. Okay. So, yes, that's right. I forgot about that. So, that's how we arrange this. I think that's right. Okay, so we're going to send her. So, Echo, can I have you... I was going to have you roll 1d4, which you just did there. Let me have you roll 1d6, just 1d6, and that's the number of provisions she will bring back. So, 3. Okay, so let's go with 3. That works. 3 provisions. We're going to use one of them, as we just decided. So our stamina is now at 11. We have 2 provisions, and we're down to 7 uses of Tabasha. Okay. Also, we've defeated Barkay. Now, check this out. We do all of that, and it says, as you stand and stare at the empty cloak, a group of orcs rush in and hit you over the head. Now, I'd be annoyed about that if it weren't for the fact that we have to try to defeat these Kudams to sort of weaken the last dude, so I'm not that upset. You wake up to find yourself chained to a rack on a great cliff top overlooking a vast cavern. Your sword and belongings are still on you, and you can feel Tabasha in your pocket, because she's a pocket cat. Standing all around are orcs wearing the fighting armor of the mailed fist. I serve the mailed fist. The symbol of the elite Ekose orcs. The captain stands next to you and is obviously waiting for someone. Damn Kudam. Kill my soldiers for sport and then don't turn up for the chase. A nearby lieutenant reminds him that the ceremony must begin at the appointed time laid down by the prophecy of Mukidadadun. I think we all can agree, chat, that you don't want to screw up the prophecy of Mukidadadun. At the mention of this word, and that word again was Mukidadadun, all of the Exose orcs kneel down and stab their daggers into the ground. Then the captain calls out, "The chase has begun! Release the prey and summon the griffins!" Your bonds are cut, and a drum pounds out a regular rhythm until a flapping of wings and snarling and snapping announce the arrival of the griffins, flying, fire-breathing creatures, each with the body of a lion and the wings of a dragon. The drum beats, and you are pushed forward to the edge of a cliff as the orcs recant an incantation in a strange dialect. And they say, Noxum cow, Noxum cow. No, that's not the strange dialect. Finally, you are pushed down onto a narrow ledge and told to, and I quote, run for your life. Okay, that's great. You can hear the drum and the chanting as you edge along the small ledge. Suddenly you notice that the ledge divides into 2. Which one do you take? The one sloping down to the left or the one going down to the right? Lovely. Tremendous. This is all great. So what's it going to be, chat? The one sloping down to the left or the one going down to the right? $vote space 1 is left. $vote space 2 is right. And again, for those watching in YouTube, welcome. If you're welcome to comment over my YouTube channel. I will respond over there as well. But also you can come over to our Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/ArvanEleron, ARVANELERON, just like the spelling in the title, all one word. And then you can join us over at Twitch, where we have a chatbot working, where you can literally influence the play of the game. Yeah, there's been a lot of chat disagreeing on things today in terms of decisions to make. So maybe Tari's right. It's a good sign that it's continually divided on the best choice.
Wait, what? What am I right about? What am I supposed to be right about?
I don't remember. I was talking about how, like, maybe the game system itself is good because Triff had said because we're choosing different options a lot. I don't remember saying that you were right in particular.
No, you said Tari in the sentence earlier.
I'm sure I did, but I don't. Did I say Tari was right or something?
Yeah. Like Tari was right about that. Blah blah blah. And like, what? I never said anything to that regard.
Oh.
You are lying. You are.
I don't remember. Oh, I must have said Tari when I meant Triffid. My bad.
Yeah.
That must be what it is. So, Hillness, what are you voting on? Whether to go left, basically, the one sloping to the left, or the one going down to the right. So I'm going to last call this. Last call. Going once. Going twice. Oh, right. No, you mean left. All right.
Left.
Okay. We are going to go the one sloping down to the left. The drum stops beating. You then hear wild screams as you edge your way down the steep slope. You can carry your sword in one hand, but you have little room to swing it. The ledge divides again. There is a very steep track to the left and a gently sloping ledge heading right. Which way do you go? So let me put that up again. So $vote space 1 means you take the steep track to the left, and $vote space 2 means you take the gently sloping ledge heading to the right.
Not entirely sure what I'm doing with this guy here.
I see multiple scimitar uses, a flowing cloak, an awesome face.
Thank you.
And all you need to do is just put like a little cutting board there with some meat on it. And then just like, so you'd like this rare. Okay. Yeah, I know. I was wondering about that myself, Illness. Okay, so steep track to the left. $vote space 1 is left. $vote space 2 is gently sloping ledge to the right. We have a vote from Echo for the left. Now we're waiting one for the right. And once again, we are tied up. $vote space 1, steep track to the left. $vote space 2, gently sloping ledge heading right. Is what we are looking at. This is the music for deciding which ledge to go down. Do we go left and right, or do we go? All right, what say you, chat? I'm tied up. We need someone to break this tie. $vote space 1 is deeply sloping, or a steep track to the left, and $vote space 2 is a gently sloping ledge heading right. Hey, what's up, Big Boss?
I finally watched Across the Spider-Verse yesterday.
Ah, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yep.
So one thing I I am not sure how anybody is able to watch this one without subtitles on, because we had them on for the movie and we still had trouble following what people were saying.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it definitely. the whole movie, in fact, even plot wise, you're like, wait, what? It all fits. It does work,
like
but it's
incredibly fast moving.
Yeah,
what the hell?
Very fast moving. In before walking into our death. Okay. All right, we are going to take the gently sloping ledge heading right. We're going to call that the Big Boss Choice Ledge. Just to be clear, chat, okay? Just want y'all to know, Big Boss chose this. Oh, sorry, Triffid. I closed it already. I'm sorry. That would have tied it up again. I apologize. I had closed it up before. Apparently, it will not be leg day today. My apologies. All right. Cautiously, you make your way along the ledge. You can hear a scrabbling behind you, and suddenly you see an orc sword in hand edging toward you. Okay, now, the way this works is, this is a different sort of setup. So, the way this works is, we're going to throw... Don't. Okay. And you're supposed to roll 3, right? Okay. Okay. Now, so, throw... Echo, I need 2 dice, please. 2 dice, just 2d6. No modifier, just 2d6. Sound design has gone downhill in modern movies. It kind of depends on that setup. Okay. So, right, we're going to lose 2 stamina. And we get to do this again. I'm going to explain what I'm doing here in a second. All right. 1 more of those rolls, Echo. Please. Also, that 9 is completely wrong. It should just be a 2. Actually, wait. Oh, you know what? You don't have to. Never mind. I take that back. I forgot that I'm not supposed to add anything. So never mind. Okay, so here's the deal. We won this in this case, actually. This is called one-strike combat, and I think this is the stupidest idea that exists within this book. It basically says that in a situation like that, one good strike actually ends a fight. And it's literally whoever gets the highest die roll wins. And then the other person is just dead. And I'm like, that's really dumb. So I would have had us roll several times because I just think that's ridiculous. But in this case, we actually did get higher because I accidentally added the 9 that I didn't need to. So we win anyway. I just think that's just, it's not a good mechanic. And a lot of people complained about that actually who played this one. Okay, so we won, which means we now have, chat, we have 3 choices. So we have a ledge to the left. It's just a ledge to the left. And then a ledge to the right. Okay. So there's a ledge to the left, there's a ledge to the right, and we can drop down, or we could drop down, drop down to a slightly wider ledge below. 3 choices this time. $, vote space 1 means we take the ledge to the left. $, vote space 2 means we take the ledge to the right. $, vote space 3 means we drop down to a slightly wider ledge below. Oh, I found the thing that was that thing that you had drawn. It was called a tail spiker. And it literally looked like what you put.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a tail spiker. And it was just like dragging an orc, and then we fought it and defeated it, apparently.
As you do.
All right, everyone agree? Everyone, yeah. I had the same thought, chat. I'm like, slightly wider, sign me up. All right, we're going to last call this. What's behind choice N1? Allegedly. So there's a ledge sloping down to the left. There's a ledge sloping down to the right. Or we can drop down to a slightly wider ledge like directly below us. Ah, I see what you did there. Or what you're trying to do there. It's ledges. Yeah, ledgeception. It's ledges all the way down. Okay. So, going once, going twice. All right, we're going to drop down to a slightly wider ledge below. You work your way along the ledge, trying not to look down into the dark abyss, when suddenly you hear a snarling and flapping of wings as a griffin appears above you. It attacks you with its deadly claws. Dun dun dun. And it's not a normal griffin, it's a griffon. All right? Griffon. It speaks to you, it flaps its wings in an outrageous French accent.
Outrageous French accent.
You think my wings are too funny, eh? I shall feather my nest. All right. Right. Okay, so it is the griffin who has a skill of 8. Okay. So, Echo, actually this thing that you're making is now starting to look super terrifying.
Thanks.
I mean, before he was like, okay, he's a funny dude who's like a chef's assistant. Now he's like, I am a dark god. Okay. All right, so go ahead, Echo. We're looking at 2d6 plus 8 here is our skill. It's Shakunis's arch enemy.
Shakun?
Really? Shakunis's arch enemy is a griffin or a snake? Or just the picture? Okay. He rolls that, so that means he drops to 8. Okay. 8 skill, 8 stamina. All right. The pick. Okay.
Oh, no. That doesn't work.
All right. Next roll, please. Good job on that first roll. Another 17. He rolls a 16. Okay, the griffin. Roar! It's actually some kind of like roar, roar, sort of like cross between a lion and a bird and a chicken, apparently.
The lion bird.
Lion bird. A blion, if you will.
A blion.
A blion.
Yeah.
You've heard of a chirp, you've heard of a roar, but have you heard of a crore? Or a rurp?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
outcast.
yeah.
Okay, another roll, please, Echo.
Oh, no, like, yeah, it's just, like, literally, yeah. Like, yes.
Okay.
It basically... Caro knows what this means. It means, leck mich am Arsch! No. Basically means, yeah, sure. Of course.
Oh, I see.
Go on.
Sort of in a sarcastic way, kind of a
Yeah, no, very sarcastic.
I got
usually.
you. Okay, Echo. So far, so good. Another roll, please. The griffin is down to 4 stamina. It's trying to survive on a wing and a prayer.
Like, luckily, one of the things that, like, just
fights back.
It's the same in Dutch as in German. So,
So the sarcasm works both ways. In other words.
Yeah, it's just like both. It's both. Yeah. It was like the same. You say it's the same way too. It's.
You keep saying yeah, and I'm thinking, another roll, please, Echo, as this fight continues. I keep thinking of the Outcast song, hey, yeah. So I was thinking of yeah. Oh no, the double 1. Oh no. I guess it's good that I wasted it then with a 6 and a 6. Wow, we rolled a double 1 and it rolled a double 6. Apparently we did something very strange. All right. Another roll, please, Echo. We're rolling super well up top. We can do it. I blame the collectors. Mass Effect 2 is my favorite of those 3. Love me some Mass Effect 2. I will direct this personally. Assuming control. This hurts you. Oh, you did? No, I already got it. Oh, you rolled a 10 again? I just saw I saw it. I'm like, okay. All right, we're down to 3 stamina. We are in trouble.
Cool.
We're officially in trouble. Okay, another roll, Echo. We've got to fight back. 14. He rolls a 10. Okay, that was a good time for double ones by me. All right. Who will win this titanic struggle? We have 3 stamina. He has 2 stamina. We can do it. Coming up, Dad. Oh, no! We're down to 1 stamina. Come on, let's go. This is the big moment in every pro wrestling match where the person who's about to lose pulls it together. When it comes rushing down.
Well, let's see who comes around with a steel chair.
Mm-hmm.
Chair. Not Cher, not the singer.
A steel share. It's a
Like,
cyborg share
it's like
who's
Metal
like been
Mario.
turned
Yeah, exactly.
If I could turn back time, as you're like smashing the person with that. Oh man, I got you, babe. Yeah, another please, Echo. Oh my god.
Only the most quality jokes on this channel.
An iron share. Wow. It's a tie. Shing. So that the Griffin attempts to slap us off the ledge, but we like fight back, barely holding on. The next win will win the round, will win the battle. So I need another one, I'm afraid, Echo. Sorry, this battle is quite epic. This is the battle on on top of a ledge.
Is that the name of the song?
15. We did it with 1 stamina from Hell's Heart. We stab at thee. All right, I'm not even going to ask chat on this one. We're going to eat a provision because we're literally at 1 stamina. So I ate 1 to go back up to this. We need to do that. Wow.
Possibly go wrong if we don't do that.
No, you got a 19.
No,
you got a 19. I got a 15, Echo. See, there's the 15. There's your 19. Yeah. Nope, you won. Barely. If you survive, okay, this is what I mean. So if you survive, just for fun, just do this, Echo, please. Just roll 2d6, because this is another one of those one-strike combat nonsense deals. So like an orc appears and you swing at each other in one-strike combat. Like, I'm even going to roll first. Like, I don't... Go ahead and roll when you can. No modifier, just 2d6. Oh, you're doing the final battle? Do you want someone to take over for you while you're doing... Okay, so we did win the one strike battle. That's the best part, too, that collector battle. I hope you got all the loyalty missions. Okay, so we did it. Good gravy. All right, so we now get a chance to actually move, chat. As Tari's drawing gets more and more disturbingly epic. Okay, we have a choice of 3 ledges. Every time I look over, it's more terrifying. Okay, you have a choice of 3 ledges to follow. Will we choose the left? Go left.
Ooh, I know how to make it worse.
The right. Go right. Or go middle. Do we go to the left ledge? Do we go to, or actually, the left ledge, the right ledge, or the middle ledge? Femshep, addicted to Asaris. Ah, very cool, very cool. So you basically multitasked it. You basically were able to win while almost also simultaneously going after these guys. Okay. If this run is successful and all survives. Yeah. Okay, so we have a vote for go left. So chat, now's your chance to get in these others. $ vote space 1 is left. $ vote space 1 is right. And $ vote space 3... what did I say? $ vote space 1 is left. $ vote space 2 is right. $ vote space 3 is going to the middle. So those are your 3 choices. Right now we have 1 vote for going left. is the video paused? I'll not ask you to pause the video.
Oh, that's something that YouTube does in browsers. It's so annoying. Just auto pauses videos. Where is my mouse cursor?
Can we go back to the beginning? No, we cannot, Dragon.
Oh,
but
my
also
mouse
good to see you,
turned
Dragon
off.
Spear.
I see.
It's a runaway steal for the middle. So far. So last call. Last call. We've got a tie. 2 votes for go left, 2 votes for go middle. All right, I need one vote here. Can't get there from here. All right, I need someone to break this tie. Break this tie. Break a tie.
What do you have against Thai people?
Wow. The great Thai people are not to be mocked, okay?
Wait.
Going once. Going twice. Dragon Spear actually breaking a tie. What have you done with Dragon Spear? Okay. And there we go. You hear the sound of the chase as you teeter along the ledge. Just then, an arrow is shot at you from above. Okay. So throw a die to indicate your position. Okay. So, Echo, since you're doing the dice for us, could you roll 1d6 to show us where the position is? So roll 1d6. I am the breaker of ties. What? Literally, someone tied earlier on before you arrived, Dragon, and they were like going full Dragon Spear. I think it was Echo. Okay, 3. I rolled a 2, so the arrow missed us, fortunately. And you have to do one more of those, Echo. Okay, 6. 4. So it misses us twice. That is a relief. We see a dark cave ahead of you. Taking shelter in the cave, you sense a beast in the pitch black depths. Suddenly, there is a flash of fangs and claws, and we're battling a long-toothed bear. Boy, this whole thing is like freaking good gravy. Fortunately,
Okay,
it's not.
Before I go
super
further
thorough.
overboard with this, I'm going to call this one done.
That is awesome.
Thank
That's
you.
really cool. Look at that, chat. That is great stuff. He looks considerably more awesome than he was when we managed to defeat him before. And we're now battling a long-toothed bear in the dark. So now we can go back to our 2d6 plus 8. So 2d6 plus 8, please, Echo. If you would, be so kind. $16. All right. Oh, my God. Well, I decided to roll double 6s, so I rolled an 18 just then. No, we're not dead, but we're in big trouble. We're going to need to do another provision after this. Sorry, Echo. Once again. Okay, good. That time I acted normally and did not roll sillily. Okay, so he's at 6 stamina. We are at 3 stamina, but we do have 2 higher skill points. So go ahead and roll again, please, Echo. Another 2d6 plus 8. So we're looking at a 15. He rolls a 10. That's what I like to see. All right, this long-toothed bear. This would be upsetting to my son who likes bears. Although his favorite animal right now is a lizard. I don't know why, but his second favorite animal is a bear. Not totally sure what that's about, but that's what it is. All right, good stuff, Echo. Please continue with another 2d6 plus 8, if you would, please. I rolled an 11. Hey, this time I cooperated with not as good a roll from Echo by rolling even worse myself. Okay, so he's at 2 stamina. We could take down this long-toothed bear. One more, Echo. Hopefully one more. Oh, you can do it. Nothing to it. Take him out. Make him shout. Tie. Okay, so nothing happens, so we have to repeat that round. So another 2d6 plus the score, if you would be so kind. Yes, another please, Echo. There we go. 19. That ought to be enough. He tried, but he finally dropped down. Okay, excellent job, Echo. Thank you. 1 provision. So we're back up. I had to use that 1 provision because we're too low on stamina. We have no provisions, but we're at 7 stamina. We did manage to defeat him, and so we come back to reveal a break in the ledge. All right. Let's see. So a break in the ledge. So now we have to jump across this break in a ledge. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a second. What? Hold on 1 second, chat. I may have to call an audible. I think this is putting us right back to the other one.
Call an audible?
Yeah, it's a football term, American football term, where you change up the play at the last second. All right. So, yes, I have it. So, we need to roll 3 dice. Our father can't find out that you brought a bear. Oh, my God, really? That's funny. I hear the, both my wife and daughter do Duolingo for Spanish Triffid, so I hear all the time this, doo-doo-doo, boo-ba-doop, boo-ba-doop. I'm like, oh, my goodness. Big on the Duolingo thing. Oh, very nice, very nice. It's the boring football one, yes, Dragon. Okay, Dragon, did you see that, I know MLS isn't as much your thing, but did you see that Columbus won the MLS Cup? And, like, Columbus almost went elsewhere. Yes, 3d6, please, Echo. We're just rolling straight 3d6, no modifier. Wow, so both of you rolled an 8. That is interesting. Okay, so that's enough. So we barely get across.
Barely.
Barely. Didn't even realize I was doing that. Okay. You were on a wider ledge, but you see no way to get further down. You are found by an orc. Okay, so again, this is the thing that I'm basically ignoring because I think it's ridiculous. But this is the 1-strike combat nonsense. So, all right, go ahead and roll just 2d6, please, for me, Echo. Just no modifier on this one. Like, there's so many of these 1-strike combat things that if I actually did this completely the right way, like, it's 50-50 on multiple occasions, even though we've gotten lucky to win these so far. Thank you, Echo. All right, so we've won the 1-strike combat. So now there are three ropes hanging down the smooth precipice into the darkness. Do we go down the rope on the left? Do we go down the rope on the right? Or do we go down the rope in the middle? There we go. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I could think that Effect Life. I think I'm going to do that if we get defeated in one of those 1-strikes. Because I just feel like it's just so silly. Like, what? And even that, it's like, and then you lose all of this thing. Like, it's just not in the spirit of what Final Fantasy, or rather Fighting Fantasy, I beg your pardon, usually is. Oh my God, that is a terrifying saber-toothed bear. Now watch, I'm going to look over and Tari's going to put a cloak on it and give it 2 scimitars. Raw! I am Bear KK. He's a saber-toothed scimitar wielder, a scimitar tooth, if you will. Okay, $ vote space 1 is rope on the left. $ vote space 2 is rope on the right. $ vote space 3 is rope in the middle. All right, we got rope on the left, rope on the left.
I haven't saved at all since we started,
Ooh,
which is
you should,
great.
We should do that.
Yeah.
Especially with this bear. I feel like this bear is like, you must save. All right, so we have 2 votes for rope on the left, 2 votes for rope on the right, or sorry, 0 votes for rope on the right, and 0 votes for rope in the middle so far.
This is one of those drawings where I'm just thinking, yeah, I need to send that to Trendane later. He'll enjoy this, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I would think. Especially if we're like, this is the spirit bear.
No, more like, here, Trendane, boyfriend.
I got 1 shot in that COC game I played on Friday, but it was towards the end of the game. Character is knocked unconscious and 1 10-point concussion. Had to con save to avoid dying immediately. Would have died anyway if the others hadn't survived. Wow. No joke, Triffid. Yeah, Caro, and I've read about this since then that like it's too swingy, like it's too random, like, and it's kind of lazy to be that random about it, honestly. So it's too bad because with the cat setup and everything, there's a lot of cool stuff here. But all right, going once for this rope on the left, going twice for the rope on the left, and sold. Rope on the left. Okay. You climb down the rope and reach the base of Fellscar Crags. You wait to see if there's anyone following, but no one appears. Add 1 luck point. Hell yeah, add 1 luck point. You walk on into the vast darkness and find somewhere safe to rest. Tabasha jumps out and goes off hunting. On her return, she is dragging a large red fish. You eat the fish, and if you have fuel to cook with, and we do, you can add 2 extra points, which means we can add a total of 6 stamina points. Let's go. Tabasha the Bazook does not eat anything until you finish, and then she eats all the bones. Ooh, that's hardcore. Okay. As your eyes get used to the strange red glow of the vast cavern, you set off in no particular direction. After a while, you come across a well-made road with deep cartwheel ruts in the stone. It heads dead straight into the distance. Do you follow the road? Follow the yellow brick road. Do you follow the road? Do you head off to the left? Or go to the right? So follow the road. Or do you go left? Or do you go right? There's also way too many of these 3-way decisions. There's too many of these 3-way choices. Like just follow the road, go left, go right. Okay, 2 votes for left. Or rather, sorry, 2 votes for following the road. 1 vote for going left. No votes for going right. Good things always come in 3. Oh, interesting. You can remove a vote? So without changing a vote, you can remove a vote. That worked. Nice. Man, RBot Plus just gets better and better. The next step is going to be every time you make it, make a decision when you make a vote, there's going to be like a bop, 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 like a dramatic, like musical theme or something like that. I'm just kidding. I think that actually would be kind of obnoxious, but it'll be depends on what it was.
That can be like a ding sound,
Right, ding or a level up. Or like the Starfield level up, which is like a da ba 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 ba, like very dramatically. I can add that. No, I think that would be a little obnoxious. What's the automatic tie command? Very funny. Okay.
Me earlier in the stream, hey, I don't want to do too many details and stuff. Just keep it simple and cartoony. meanwhile.
You now, exactly.
Hmm.
Okay, so that is the end of the Conan OST. So let's see. I wonder if I can do. Let me do Barbarian Game OST. Nice. Oh my god. Barbarian game music for the Amstrad CPC. Wait, let me see. What is this? Okay, here. That's very cool. However, not really what we're looking for. Okay. Instead, we are going to go to. Wait, what the hell is this? Is this a game? I have something called Khan Barbarian's Blade soundtrack.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, there's a main menu theme, so that's what it is. Okay. Barbarian's Blade. Khan! And then that way we get to make lots of jokes about Khan. I'm going to put this in Zoom. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. 128 saves later, GG. Congratulations. Good GG. Congratulations, Echo. Okay. All right. So we need someone to break this tie, please. We have 2 votes for following the road and 2 votes for going left. So please, if you would, please do give me a vote, chat. I need someone to break this tie. Barbarian's Blade, Khan. Hey, what's up? Nostalgic Rhino. I feel like I may have seen you on here before, Nostalgic Rhino, but if I have or whether I have not, can I just again congratulate you on the name? It's tremendous. Nostalgic Rhino. That's great. Okay, going once, going twice, and there we go. All right, follow the road. Welcome, Nostalgic Rhino. Okay, so follow the road, and here we go. You walk along the road. The cavern is enormous, and in the dim red glow, you can see no end to it. Just then, you hear the sound of a cart approaching. 100 paces ahead is a stone hut by the side of the road. Do you wish to run inside the hut, or prefer to leap into a ditch at the side of the road? So, very simple, hold on a second. Very simple, 2 space 1. Which is, $ vote space 1 means you're going to run inside the stone hut by the side of the road, or $ vote space 2 means you leap into a ditch at the side of the road. It's got that classic vibrato da, 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 type of thing. Hey, what's up, Takanjia? Okay, so again, $ vote space 1 means run inside the hut. $ vote space 2 means we leap into a ditch at the side of the road. Also, by the way, I did set up a save point here because we went through all of those ledges and stuff. So this is actually the save point is 304. I forgot to mention that because we had a pretty freaking epic conclusion of things back up there. So. Yes, and I actually do remember that. I because I'm sure I knew the name from before, so I think you might have done that, Echo. Save scumming, choose your own adventure. Hey, listen, in this particular one, first of all, we hadn't had a save point in a while, so it's okay. But also, beyond that, like, this one has this quote feature called One Strike Combat, in which you have a bunch of these things where it's like you basically just roll, 2 dice and your opponent rolls 2 dice and whoever gets the higher wins and the other person dies instantly. And they have like multiple chains of this in a row. I'm like, how is this a good mechanic? Like in what world is this a good idea? So here, even if this were save scumming, I would take it. All right, last call. Are we a samurai? No, we are not. We are Theodore the Terrific with a shining sword and a cat god.
I think I'm done with the bear.
Wow, I just looked over again. Good gravy. That is amazing bear.
Thank you.
If you want to see, if by the way, Chad, if you're like, wow, this is amazing art, can I recommend 2 things? First of all, you should use more of the emotes in chat because those are all of Tari's work. And secondly, if you want to see more of Tari's art, may I ask you all to come to next week's Session 0 of Beowulf as we are going to begin our gameplay, although Session 0 is basically talking about the characters, talking about the rules of the game, and then we really hit the ground running in January with our sessions. But Tari is doing pretty much all of the artwork for that is not already taken from the book or something like that. So if you want to see more of Tari's artwork, you will see it right there. It's going to be amazing. Right.
I already posted some on my Tumblr if anybody's interested. And on Blue Sky.
And of course in Discord. And if you're in our Discord, !ARVCord, you can do that too. Looks awesome. Okay.
Doesn't he look just huggable, like a friend?
Raw. He looks like a bear that lives in a cave on a random ledge that's really pissed about it. Like, that's basically the way I see it. He's just like, why am I here? Mid-bear crisis. Okay. So he's going to leap into a ditch at the side of the road. All right, here we go, Chad.
2d6 psychic damage.
2d6 awesome damage is what you meant. You scramble down. It is deep and dark in the ditch. The cart approaches and you hear shouting, "Guard! Where's that lazy scum, filth of a toplander? If I catch him, I'll throw him in the ditch and let the gremlins get him." You stare around to see a horde of fanged creatures clutching short stabbing swords. Your quest ends here. Welp, death count 2. Y'all jumped into a ditch, and the next thing you know, gremlin attack.
What the fuck is this? Like Tomb of Horrors?
It really, yeah.
And you go right. Okay, you're dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Roll new character.
It's what's frustrating is like you just could have. I mean, okay, a little bit of randomness is a good thing, but you'd have no idea of knowing beforehand, like that's the fatal decision. You know what I mean? Like one way or the other. Well, all right. So we go back up then to our save point, which was fortunately placed actually, which is instead of jumping in the ditch, which kills us immediately, I guess we're running inside the stone hut. They don't have Canadian ditches, which is #1 bear and moose evasion tactic. Yeah. Well, wait, Caro, but voted like you. But didn't you vote? I didn't see you voting to run in the hut. I saw 3 votes. 3 votes. And it was Echo, Nostalgic Rhino, and Takanjia who voted to jump in a ditch. So that could
orcs, right?
That could be fun. So that one. We have some orcs. The one that was in the ditch just now was we landed in a ditch and there's a bunch of gremlins with stabby swords staring at us. That might be fun. But also you could see what happens in this hut that we're about to get into. That's another option. Okay, speaking of which, where...
No, the dish sounds fun.
Yeah, because the guy's just like, I'm going to throw him to the gremlins. And you turn around and it's like, oh. Okay, so we're going to run inside this hut this time since we obviously don't want to die a second time. Inside the small hut, there is a suit of very large orc-like leather armor, including a full face mask. You examine it carefully and find blood smeared on the inside. The cart gets nearer, and you can see an orc detachment in front of it and a rather taller group behind. You have heard stories of renegade men and women working for Orguz. The orc commander calls out for the guard. Do we don the armor and go out, or do we make a run for it? All right, chat, what's it going to be? $ vote space 1 means that we don the armor and go out. $ vote space 2 means we make a run for it. Armor didn't save whoever left it here. Yes, that's fair enough. Hey, what's up, Darcy? If you folks are not following, you should already be following Author Little Badger, but if you are not, awesome role player, awesome author, awesome person, and streamer, and streams Starfield as I do, and all that. So you should definitely check out, and does writing sprints and things like that too. There's actually
You should be streaming Pentiment instead.
Well, listen, eventually, you don't forget to nominate it today for the Patreon Field Chat Chosen Game of the Month. And maybe Pentiment will win.
Who won last time, by the way?
It was Dredge, which was great.
Oh.
Dredge was awesome. So I can't say enough about how impressed I was with that game. We actually have quite a writing community now on Twitch with Mur Lafferty. We have obviously Darcy. We have Valerie Valdez. We have myself. I will put myself into that mix. Occasionally Pat Rothfuss shows up in stream. Someone like that, minor author. And then we have so we actually have a decent sized community that's growing over time of speculative fiction authors. Not to mention a lot of people who are authors that are awesome and amazing. We have obviously Skiffy and Fanty's stream and podcast channel where Triffid often hangs out, as does Prince Justin, as does Alphabet Streams, and speaking of that, also Alphabet Streams. So Yep. And Nostalgic Rhino. You should absolutely follow Nostalgic Rhino, which I'm sure I've already done, but I actually want to double check. I think I followed... Twitch stream... It's not showing me the... No, I don't want to mod or ban. Anyway, I'll have to do it later. But yes, also like retro stuff. Oh, I didn't know that. Alphabet Streams is hosting all the Skiffy and Fanty streams. I did not know that. I did not know, and now I do. Okay, so there we go. The chat has decided to don the armor and go out. All right, we are wearing some blood-smeared armor that doesn't belong to us. What could go wrong, chat? You quickly put on the armor and rush out of the hut. The orc commander begins to curse you for laziness, and then goes on to abuse whoever had the idea of having Toplander squads in Uxoxai regiments. You're told to get in line, and you join a group behind the cart. The pace is fast. Everybody trots along, and occasionally the commander turns round to swear at somebody. Eventually, you reach an orc army camp, and you're told to line up in a row at the top of a high wall. Below is a moat full of creatures that snap, swirl, and thrash about in the murky water. So now we need to choose a position in the line. It says by throwing either 1 die or 2 dice. I don't understand what that means. I guess just roll 2 dice. Echo. I don't understand what that means. Hey, that's got a long tradition, Triffid, as well. Frodo and Sam, of course, famously were able to conceal themselves as orcs when they were towards the end of their quest to Mount Doom. Okay. So, discipline makes Oxusai soldiers the elite. Be proud to die, you filth, screams the commander, as he walks along and pushes the 3rd, 6th, 9th, and 12th into the moat. If one of these is your position, your quest is over. We were the 11th. If you survive, and we did... Now, for you Toplanders, it's time you had a little run through the teeth of Stoma. A group of you, all wearing Zoxusai armor, are taken to a large cave. Torches are lit, and you can see a tunnel with myriad fang-like rocks on the roof. The orcs haul out large drums and begin to bash them. The long, thin, dagger-like rocks break off and drop onto the ground. In the distance, you can see this. Now, there's a picture here. Let me see if I can... Not that it will ever measure up, of course, to Tari's, but...
Good, I'm hungry.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Haven't had dinner yet.
Oh.
Usually I eat before the stream, but there was like some time management issues, so we decided to postpone till after the stream.
I see.
So
I see.
just ate a sandwich, basically, a small one.
I assume it'll be a super delicious meal when you have it, though. That's
Hopefully.
the thing. Okay, chat.
Who
This is
needs blood sugar anyway? Oh, it's chocolate. Fantastic. I found some chocolate on my desk.
Okay. So what you see, chat, is this. Hang on a second. I thought this would just slot right in, so apologize for the unprofessional presentation. Okay.
We need to have an overlay that lets you display like 2 images at once.
No, I mean I could do that I could just put it like to the other side where the vote is. Because the overlay is pretty crowded already, honestly. Like so more
Maybe
than that.
Someone should design a new overlay.
Well, I mean
it's
listen,
kind of stupid that I haven't done my own overlay for this one.
I wouldn't say no, but I don't want to give you extra work. But like, I mean, I certainly wouldn't say no to that.
What you mean? No, I'm not gonna say what I was just thinking. La 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 la. Okay, moving on.
What? What?
No.
What? Were you gonna say something that was bad about me? Did I do something or not do something?
No, it's fine.
If you're commenting about a lack of invoices, there's one person to blame for that, and it's sitting on the other edge of this this transom. Okay, I bothered you about that constantly, and eventually I gave up. I speak truth, and you know it. Too busy playing awesome indie games. Okay, so
my fault if there aren't enough good AAA games.
Yeah. In the distance, you can see a skeleton with a spike through its rib cage. So there you go, chat. You can see the very high-res image there. I mean, like super high-res. Not a new role yet. Not yet, although there's one coming in just a second. An orc then shouts the order to run, and everybody rushes through. Okay, so throw 1 die, so 1d6. No, I certainly can't. Can I, Trifid? No, I cannot. All I have to say is that when I get bills from you people, like 10 years from now, for like $10,000 each or whatever, it's going to take a while for you to get paid back, okay? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, cozy little cave. Innocent stalagmites is true. Right. So roll just 1 6-sided die. No echo, please. No modifiers or anything. Just 1d6. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Skeleton at the bottom. A bit difficult to see. It's very grainy.
I know, it's very grainy. It's not a good resolution. Yes, that is a skeleton.
Look at all these pixels. I can count a whole 5 of them.
I know, right? All right, we rolled a 2. Okay? A second die for where the rocky spike lands. Again, like if the two... All right, so then roll again. Echo, please. Again, just 1d6.
Decide to draw the ditch with the gremlins.
You did decide, right? Or why did you decide?
Yeah, why did I decide?
Because it's awesome.
Like, hey, weird perspective drawing with like multiple characters in it. That's gonna go quickly, right? Fuck me.
Only if Mod can give Rhino a shout out. I can certainly give Rhino a shout out.
Please do not shout at rhinos. They might get startled.
There you go. Right there. Okay. Okay, so this is an example of what I mean, chat. And I'm actually going to have Echo roll again. And what we'll do here is I'm going to deduct a luck point, because what they want you to do is they want you to have those 2 throws, right? And you have to 4 times total. You repeat it 4 times. So 4 times total, you have to not have the 2 die rolls match. And if they match, then you're instantly killed. I mean, it's just like, how many 1-shot, 1-kill things can you have? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Silly. Nonsense. Okay. So I dropped this down to luck as a reasonable house rule. Okay, so we did 1, 2, 3. So we have 1 more of those, Echo, please. It's just ridiculous. All right. We made it across thanks to the much more rational house rule. Okay. The survivors are that too. Survivors are greeted by the commander and told to go to the kitchens. Do we follow the others to the kitchens, or do we slip off into a dark alleyway? So $vote space 1 means we follow the others to the kitchens. $vote space 2 means we slip off into a dark alleyway. Okay, so I have the slip off into a dark alleyway. Okay. Going once, going twice. Won't be passed there without a death again. Vote for provisions. I'm sure Orc Kitchen provisions are gonna be good eats too, Caro. None better. All right, going once. Going twice. We didn't save again. We're still at the 304. We haven't gotten to a new save point yet. All right. Option 2 has won. You lose the others and rush around the back of some stone huts. There is a high wall that surrounds the whole camp, and it is heavily guarded. Just then, you see a figure approaching out of the darkness ahead. Do you run into a doorway on the left, or do you carry on, my wayward son? I made the my wayward son part off. Just do carry on.
What?
So, carry on, my wayward son. Okay. So, do you $vote space 1, run into a doorway on the left?
Watchers at home, you're giving them wrong expectations of this book by just inventing new lines.
That's true. Because they're going to look at it and go, what? The exceptional song by the progressive rock band Kansas?
Are they prog?
They're like what my old guitarist would have called wussy prog. Like,
wussy prog.
They're like not really. I mean, they technically are defined as that, but they're not. I'd have to read you. I did this once already, but I should. Where is this? I don't think you heard this, Tari. So I got.
Oh boy.
My band got a review. My band's latest album got a review in the Big Takeover, which is a big sort of like indie magazine. So for those of you who heard this before, I apologize, chat. But Tari, because of her music interest, might be interested in this. So this Exodus, this 22-year-old Boston post-rock outfit started by Brandeis University grad students Greg Wilson and Aaron Moulin, both X3607, that was my first band with him, have shaken up the formula on their fourth album. The harder rock elements of 2018's 5 Years Later, which was our last album, have been reduced in favor of soaring cinematic guitars and a lither, immersive sound that echoes Moody Blues and The Doors. Further, distinctive new member Zach Clay has added bright, seductive marimbas. The first song, Down Down, opens with them, and dramatic synths to the band's one-time keyboardless prog. They're still plenty forceful and recall King Crimson, early Genesis, and Porcupine Tree more than before. But behind Wilson's theatrical, poetic voice, songs such as The Psychedelic Rain, jazzy, horn-shaded One of Us, classical-tinged Symmetry, and whimsical, sprawling Moon Alliance often make Exodus feel like you're attending a rock opera-themed Broadway musical.
Ooh.
It's pretty good.
That's very good.
Very happy with that review. So, anyway, yeah. So I was excited about that. So, not bad. I was like, theatrical, poetic voice. All right, I'll take that.
I can see your ego grow on camera.
Yeah. Hey, listen. When it comes to that on the music side, it's nice to get that once in a while. Because that's the thing, right? I'm always playing with these incredible musicians with like spectacular guitar players and all this stuff. And I'm like, I play trumpet and I'm the vocal guy. I write all the lyrics. And so, it's nice once in a while. Okay. Right. So we have decided to run into a doorway to the left. To the left, to the left. Okay. You were in a room full of rotting rubbish. Oh, what a delightful smell you've found, chat. Above you, there is a large shaft through which the occasional bone drops. You hear laughter and then, do you think this has enough meat on it to toughen up the Exusai elite? A bone with a bit of gristle on it drops down and hits you on the shoulder. Any sign of that cursed intruder sent by that meddling wizard? You realize that the traitor that Astragal warned you about must be the one talking. You want to leap up into the shaft to see who it is. Throw 2 dice. I'll do this one. That's the distance. Now, throw 2 dice again. So, Echo, I need you to roll 2 dice, please. Arvin, adventure. Yeah, no, I know. Thank you. Thank you, Little Badger. I appreciate it. Author Little Badger. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I was very happy with that. The Big Takeover has always been good to us, honestly. I think they've reviewed all of our albums. We have Exodus is our 4th album, and I think they reviewed all of them, and they're always very positive about it. But especially the 3607 reference, which was, like I said, the first band that I played with. That was all the way back in like 1990. I think 8 or something, so it's like, 25 years old or whatever. That is a deep cut. Like, we didn't release an album or anything. Like, it wasn't until we changed our name to The Road and we added some new musicians that we started to release our albums. So we have Drift, Monomyth. The last one was 5 years later, and then the one that we just released a couple months ago is called Exodus. So those are the 4. But 3607, I'm like, damn, someone was looking deep into the websites to get that info. Okay, so we rolled a 7, which means that is high enough. So we have made it, which means that we got through, we went up the ventilation shaft. Let's see if you can get what that's from, chat. You peek out of a grubby, fatty gap into a dark room with 2 figures seated at a table. One of the people is wearing armor that looks Gorak-made. The other wears the dark mail cloak of a Kudam. You look carefully at the figure in the armor and can just make out a symbol of 2 crossed daggers. Suddenly, the Kudam begins to sniff around the room. It shrieks in your direction. You let go and fall into the pile of rubbish. So, let's put this down as a note, chat. The traitor wears armor with 2 crossed daggers. And probably likes raisins and votes for Republicans and is crawling through the thicket. Okay. None of that's true. Just the part about the 2 cross daggers part is the only thing that's true about that. Yeah. Thank you, Echo, and I appreciate that too. It's a fun thought to think about. It would be good times. Okay. Right. So we have fallen into a pile of rubbish, and what better place to fight than there? You run out of the hut and down into the dark alley. You find some steps and climb up. As you turn around, you see 2 orcs following you. Orcs, huh? Fight each in turn. Okay, well, this is not so bad because they are not, at least the first one isn't as powerful. So, first, okay. This is how, I'm going to show you how it's spelled. Xokusai. So I've been pronouncing that as Xokusai. I don't know, but I'm assuming. So that one is 7 stamina. Or 7 skill, rather, and 8 stamina? Yeah. And then we have the second, Xokusai, so to say. And that one is a skill of 8. And a stamina of 6. Okay. Let's see. All right. Yeah, a grubby, fatty gap. That's literally what it was.
Oh, do you want to put feedback on
see.
Screen?
Oh, yeah. No, the fatty. We can leave the fatty. 1 second. I'm going to pop up the artwork in a second. You can leave the fatty up there. That's fine. I understand why there would be a concern theoretically, but it hasn't been an issue in here. But thank you for thinking about it. Yes, there is a roll needed. Now we're back to combat, actually, Echo. Whilst I get rid of this image to show the awesomer image. That's so cool. This time I actually deliberately didn't want to look until a little bit later in the process. That's very funny.
I see.
You're just like staring down. Hello. That's awesome. Okay.
POV, you are about to be insta-deaths.
Oh yeah, very much so. Very much so, Triffid. Big time. But that was just literally repeating what the book said. And fatty in this case means like literally like fatty, like there's a bunch of like meat fat in the thing. It was 2d6 plus 8. Yes, you are correct. And he is going to roll with 2d6 plus 7. He does not get it. Okay. Second roll as we fight this first Xokusai orc. Yeah. No, you're all good, Caro. You're literally just quoting the book. And the book, and anyway, the book was referring to like fatty meat as opposed to a fat shaming term. You're all good, Caro. Okay, so 11. That is... Okay, we need a... Let's go. Ah, man, I almost did it, but not quite. Okay. All right, next roll, please, Echo. Okay, next roll. As we go here. That seems promising. 15. Good. Drops down there. Yeah. Okay. So... you're like, but each of the 5 is spectacularly detailed.
Thank you.
And then you need one gremlin in the center that's like diving on you, like from, like just the face perspective. Just kidding. Okay, another roll, please, Echo, if you would be so kind.
I have actually no idea what gremlins are supposed to look like in this setting. So.
That seems pretty reasonable.
Basically, imagining hairy goblins.
Yeah, with the sort of kind of hat, like the sort of like they do sort of look like mini goblins. It actually looks closer to the Styx goblin actually from a couple of years ago, or a couple months ago, I should say. Okay, next roll, please, Echo. This first Exoxe orc is almost gone. Okay, down goes the first Exoxe orc. All right, second orc only has 6 stamina, but is slightly higher in skill. So we're now even up with him in skill. So please roll, Echo, and we will attempt to challenge down that Exoxe thing.
Also, slightly inspired by the Wee Free Men.
Yes. Which is one of my daughter's favorites elements of the Hatful Sky, etc. The Pratchett stuff.
Yes, of the Tiffany novels. Yes, very good. My favorite one of those is A Head Full of Sky, mainly because of the ending. And
she's read I think 4 or 5 different Pratchett books, but I think she's only read. I want to say she's reading Hatful of Sky now, and I think that's the second of the Tiffany Aching books that she's read, I think.
Well, this is the second one in line, I think.
Oh, is it?
Oh, is it this? No, yeah, it's the second. It's We Free Men, Head Full of Sky, Wintersmith.
Oh no, it's not. It's not Hatful of Sky. No, I'm wrong. Then this is the third one because she's reading Wintersmith right now. So it's the third one that she's reading as we speak. Yeah, I got it. One more roll, Echo. I got your roll now. Thank you. So now we've got the second roll of this combat against the second Zoxai orc. All right, 16. This time he rolled an 18. Well, in fairness, I've been rolling poorly enough with these guys in this fight. Okay, another roll. Sorry, Echo. Was hoping that I wouldn't roll that high. Oh, also, I should be doing that as an 8 anyway.
What the hell is happening outside? One moment.
Okay, whenever you get a chance, Echo, another roll would be lovely. Because I rolled the 18, so...
Okay, suddenly massive fucking downpour outside.
Oh.
Which is really loud.
Jeez.
Came out of nowhere.
Everything is okay? Otherwise?
Yeah, no, that's normal here. Okay. Welcome to the Netherlands. Wettest country that I've ever been to.
Super wet. Okay, so unfortunately, I was able to outroll that again. So we're sitting at 7 stamina. We can do it. We can do it. Need another roll, Echo. We can take him down. We have the power. We have the tools. We have the talent.
We can rebuild him?
We have the technology. Okay. I have the axe. Okay, that was good. So now he's down to 2 stamina. All right, so we're only 1 round to go. 1 more round, and we will take this guy out. And we do so. Well done, Echo. All right. The orcs are defeated. So, it says if you win, you stand on the wall and look out over the moat. You think that you can leap safely across. So, first of all, this is the distance. From a distance. Okay. Now, let's see. If the distance is greater than your stamina, it is not. So, that means that we are able to make it across to the other side. Wow. At which point, I am going to put another save point on here because we've gone through a lot. Okay. You walk along the track. There are the remains of recent campfires all around. Suddenly, you stop in front of a wide chasm. You stare down but can only see darkness.
Malice?
Across the... What's what? Oh, yes, that's right. Wide chasm of malice, yeah. Across the yawning gap is an old rope bridge protected on either side of the chasm of malice by 2 stone guard huts. You can hear the noise of riders behind you and can see a hideous griffin in the distance as opposed to a handsome griffin. That would be fine, but a hideous one. You have no choice but to run onto the bridge. When you are in the middle of the swaying structure, 2 orc guards emerge from each hut. They run onto the bridge and you find yourself with 2 orcs in front of you and 2 behind. Okay. So, here we go. I rolled a 2. Echo, you need to beat a 2. With just 2d6, no modifier. Boop, 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 boop. Nice. You definitely did that. Okay, that's 1 orc down. Second one is a 6 + 1. So again, 2 dice, please. All right, so we're going to do that again. So roll that again. We're doing... So go ahead and roll the 2d6 there again. Okay. No harm, no foul. Okay. So go ahead and roll 2 on that, Echo, please. Oh. Nice. Outstanding. All right, tie. So now this one. So go ahead and roll. Nice work on that tie. Need one more roll here, hopefully. All right. So we defeated them. Again, this is that 1 strike nonsense. So with the 2 behind, you run across the rest of the bridge and cut the ropes. Awesome. The orcs plunge into the darkness, shrieking. And you laugh at them and spit after them. Okay, no, I made that part up. Okay. And then head for the nearby caves. The cave is small and narrow. When you run in, you are greeted by an angry growl and look around to see a small, scaly creature attaching itself to your leg. Arr! It feels as though it is sucking your blood. You try to prise it off with your sword, but its scales are too hard to cut. You can do nothing. Deduct a stamina point. Great, you just lose a stamina point. Eventually it drops off, curls up into a ball, and rolls away into a small hole. You look outside and find that a thick mist has descended. You stumble about in the thick mist. You can hear shrieks and calls far away, Koyunlu hoofs on the rocks and the clatter of iron-shod orc feet. You can work out the general direction that you were heading for, but for a specific bearing, you will have to guess. Which will you choose? Jeez, it's just like every single one of these is like random, also random, even more random, more random, and for more
like,
randoms random.
Meaningless choices, or like at the surface meaningless choices.
Yeah, it's
because,
like
you have like no information to go.
Exactly, and it's like, and it's one or two of those during the course is one thing, but it's like set after set after set after set. Like, what are you doing here? Sounds good, Echo. Thank you. All right, so. Chat, do you wish to go bearing A, bearing B, bearing C, or bearing D? And I don't have the faintest idea which of those we ought to be doing. We're just kind of stumbling
The
around.
correct one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, actually. The one that is right. Music we're listening to right now feels a little bit like the power of bearings.
I don't have any music at the moment.
With the Wells Fargo Active Cash
Oop, advertisement. No advertisement. No advertisement. Nope. Denied. No advertisement. We're just going to mute that. I don't want to hear any of that. None of that mad advertisement nonsense. None of that business. None of that. Let's just go back to... Ooh, interesting. It jumped, so it finished that one, and it jumped right to something which, although it is not barbarian stuff, it is amazing. So I'll put this in Zoom for when yours runs out, Tari.
Oh yeah, I literally just started the Khan one.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay. Well,
matter.
Right now I'm playing
fine.
the Super Guitar Bros, which I have the exclusive right to play. But by which I mean I should say explicit right to play, not exclusive. And from them, okay? All right, bots trolling for algorithm copyright trolls. Specifically, I've written permission from them to use these. I care for narrative flow more than for revenue. Exactly. Well, the thing is, it's not even advertisement going to my channel, right? I mean, like here, maybe, but not on the YouTube channel, which is not even, it's just YouTube. Okay. All right, last call for bearing A, bearing B, bearing C, or bearing D, and there's no way to know. So
the bearing C? The bearing straight?
The bearing straight. That is correct. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Bum ba 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 ba. Okay, and I'm going to close this. So we are going on bearing A. So you walk over the rocky ground, sword at the ready. Suddenly you sense something close behind you. You spin around just in time to see a wraith about to slice you in half with a huge sword. You duck and weave into a good fighting position. You must fight the Mist Wraith. Best part of this thing coming up right here. Ba, 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 ba. Such good stuff. Okay. Castlevania has such great music. Okay. So here we go. All of a sudden, just darkness. Darkness is set upon the gremlins. Oh, there it is. It's just the black hole of the gremlins. Okay. Triffid, so you're going to be taking over, it looks like. So you're going to be rolling here. We're looking at a 2d6 plus 8. And I'm going to be rolling 2d6 plus 7 for the Wraith.
This is not what I want. Everything by hand.
Okay. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus... Oh, you can actually roll if you want in chat, Triffid, for this as well, just so you know. I will do it this time on my side, but you can actually do $, I think it's $ roll space, and then you can put in like 2d6 plus the number, which is plus 8 in our case. So you could do that because it'll pop up on stream that way as well. Of course, I also trust you to tell me what you're rolling, so either way is good. And we need another roll as well. Yeah, what effect life just put in. Oh, that's right, that's right. No, I take that back. I forgot about the pretty dice. Never mind. Definitely continue with the pretty dice. I apologize. You're 100% accurate. Although... No. Use the pretty dice. That makes much more sense. As long as we don't get any more of those, any more of those 11s. You know what I'm saying? No, totally joking. No, absolutely you should use the pretty dice. 1,000,000%. Ah, there we go. Although, I'm gonna have to take a look at that. What am I looking at though? 5 plus 3 plus 6. I don't know what I'm looking at. Was it 5 plus 3 plus 8? Because you're only 2d6. No. 2d6. 2d6, not 3d6. 2d6 plus 8. That's okay. No problem. I feel like we should just drop the 3 for that one and call it 19. That's what I think we should do. Okay, so yeah, for this next one, just 2d6 plus 8. And for those who are coming in for the first time, welcome. We're going to be playing this for about another probably 20 minutes to a half hour. I do need to stop not long after 3 because I have a lot of stuff to get ready for not only D&D with GOG, but then tonight we have the Arvocalis with A Christmas Carol. Not to be missed, folks. Ooh. 6 voice actors are going to be with us. Our 4 regulars, KP, Zach, Remel, Turnus, and Indy. But they're going to be joined by Tren, well known to everyone here in the community, and by Little Red Dot, who should also be well known to everyone in the community, both alumni of the Arvocalis. So we're going to have 6 people on Christmas Carol tonight, which is an amazing, the best short story ever written, I think. So it's worth it.
Wait a second. Is Tren not a regular?
Not a regular Arvocalist. Tren is not anymore. No, Tren is retired from that business because Tren already does enough. He does Eberron every month, plus he does Beowulf now every month. So Tren couldn't do that, plus also our vocalist stuff. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, Tren hasn't been in the Arvocalis officially, but he always comes back to do Christmas Carol, which is great. Okay, right. So you rolled a. What did we get this last time? Did my niece give me cursed dice? What was the last roll that you had, Triffid? As I realize that I'll move on to this one. I'm going to do this one, and I'll post this as well.
I think I'm done with this one.
Okay. Give me one sec here.
Ugh, I need to drink something.
Here we go. There we go. I posted that as well. He's great. You had rolled 10. Oh, okay. Where was I at? I'll switch back to the dice. You could use your pretty dice. Maybe you just need to give it some time. And also, let's take a look, chat, at this amazing... That is so awesome, that gremlin illustration.
Thank you.
It's really funny. Like, it should be called, like, the caption, the title for that is, like, A Bad Day or something. Okay. So, my guess is, Tari, that probably you have one last one, I would say, would wrap, I would think.
First, I need to eat more chocolate.
Okay, that makes sense. Right now, what we're doing is battling a Mist Wraith. You could do that.
Some really bad chocolate, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, super cheap.
Ah, okay.
But it is chocolate, so how bad can it be?
That's true. Oh man, this is Simon's Quest music. Oh, Castlevania's music is so good. All right. So, Triffid, if you wouldn't mind rolling again. You're trying to be at a 13 here. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so it's down to 4. Okay, now he's got a 13, so you want to beat that as well. Oh, they're doing the they're doing the when the thing types on the screen. That's really funny. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so far these are okay, and I need one more here, Triffid. Oh no! All right, one more of those. Let's try one more time. Nice. Okay, one more of those, Triffid. You're trying to beat an 11 here. $14. Hey. Once again, we have barely won. So, what I'm going to suggest that we do, chat, is I'm going to send out Tabasha again. We're at 2 stamina. We're in desperate straits. So what we need now is just I think Effect Life said it was 1d4 plus 1. So can you roll a 1d4 plus 1 for me, Triffid, please? And we're going to drop down to get this. Very sus. Very nice. All right, so 4 provisions, of which we are going to eat 1. So that we can be up to 6 stamina, which is still not great, but at least is something. Okay. So we survived, which means we have found some steps leading up. So, chat, question. Do we want to go up the steps? That's $vote space 1. Or do we want to head off to the right, which is $vote space 2? Up the steps is $vote space 1, or head off to the right is $vote space 2.
And what time is Christmas Carol?
That is going to be super late for you is the problem. It's going to be 8 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, no. That is going to be...
It's even an hour earlier than we normally start, but sadly...
wait. 6 hours... I'm 6 hours ahead. So that
2 in the morning.
Cool. I'll be there in spirit.
In
I'll
spirit.
be one of the ghosts.
I was going to say the ghost of Tari present.
No, the ghost of Christmas future, because I'm 6 hours ahead.
Oh, that's true, actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, the truth is we have every year, and I'm really hoping...
Also, I don't have a speaking role. So.
That's true. Well, the thing is, though, we have actually someone in chat, a viewer, who is called Ghost of Christmas Future, who year after year comes to this and literally just types ... a bunch. It's really funny. Really, really funny. He was not here last time. I hope he's going to be here this year, or she or they. I don't actually know. I hope they are going to be here next year. Or this year, rather. Okay. Last call. And okay. We have decided to go to along the right instead of going up the steps. This is what I mean, by the way, incidentally. This is what I mean. So, that was the one where we beat that. Okay, we cap 189. All right, now let me see. So we've got that. All right, 92. A. Okay, 320. Right. Okay, so here's the way this works. Once we defeat it, if we had gone up the steps, this is what it says. And I don't usually do this, but this is what it says if you were to go up the steps. If you were to go up the steps, it literally says this. You walk up to the steps in a door in what looks like a castle wall. Suddenly the door swings open and a coarse voice calls out, there is the wanted one. It is a Kudam. She wears a black cloak and carries a two-headed axe. You are suddenly attacked by orcs, trolls, goblins, and other unspeakable cronies. Your quest is over. What? And like you even get a drawing, you get an illustration of it, and you're like, that's beautiful, just before I die. Like this writer, Luke Sharp, dude needed a whole bunch more time in the training ritual to figure this out. Like, this is not how you design these things. Anyway, fortunately, you all did not do that. Instead, you ended up going off away from the wall. In the thick mist, you hear a troop of orcs on Koyunlu ride past, led by a snarling, sniffing Kudam. Occasionally, strange ball-like creatures bounce towards you, but you're content to boot them away. Eventually, you come to a high wall. You can just see watchtowers placed about 200 paces apart. Should we try to climb the wall here or walk along it, is the question. So do we climb the wall here or walk along it? And I will reopen that. So $ vote space 1 is climb the wall. $ vote space 2 is walk along it. So the guy that you were talking about, Caro, that you watched, like, that's what leads to this frustration. It's one thing to have one situation like this, which is a 50-50 shot. And I know you could just say, oh, I'll just do it again and try it differently. But if you're technically doing it the right way, then you would go back from like a save point or whatever, or you'd start it again, or you wouldn't even have a save point. And like there were multiple 50-50 shots in this. This is way more 50-50 or go here with no information whatsoever, like than any other fighting fantasy game book that I've played. And I have played 30 of them, of just the Fighting Fantasy series. And I've played like 8 of the Lone Wolf games, plus the Sorcery series, plus the ones that Tari and I did that were like Sagar the Barbarian or whatever they are. And I've never seen this many 50-50 shots.
There was the Sherlock Holmes.
The Sherlock Holmes one, the Middle Earth
like
quest.
2 of those.
And the Middle Earth quest.
2 of those.
Yep. And none of those had this many 50-50
and Star
shots.
Strider. And...
Well, Star Strider was one of the Fighting Fantasy though.
Oh,
so
okay.
like, yeah.
And the one with the cars, like the Mad Max one, what was it called?
That was like Gasoline Alley or something, but that's also technically a Fighting Fantasy one.
Okay. Yeah,
but yeah, like the point being, you know, like this is too many 50-50 shots. Like, okay, so we have decided. Let's see, walk along it or climb it. Okay, last call, last call.
So is this not going to be the final session as predicted?
No, definitely not. If honestly, I'm going to give this one more chance next month, and if next month is not a final one either, then I'm going to call an audible, to use that term again, and we're going to go to another book because like I don't want to do that, but I'm getting frustrated with the number of 50-50 shots here. Like, silly. Like, not how to do things. And I love the beginning of it. I love the concept of it. But then it was just like, now let's have you make a bunch of, you know, gambles, like, constantly.
Yeah.
We shall find out if we made the wrong choice. Well, we may not have. Let's see. I don't know, actually, Darcy. Let's find out. Walk along it. If you have not... Okay, it looks like we did not. We made the right choice, as it turns out. If you have not yet seen it, there is a huge wall ahead of you. Well, we have not yet seen it, so there is one. It is very high and protected by watchtowers at intervals of 200 paces. You feel safe in the mist, but wonder how you are going to get over the wall. Suddenly you come across a flat, polished, inscribed stone, marking out the Xaxusai orc defensive segments of the wall. Arrow, axe, dagger, and sword. It seems you are in the axe sector. Should we climb the wall here, at the dagger sector, the sword sector, or the arrow sector? So even this, like, you're like, oh, okay, well, they're giving you, but how do we, I mean, like, there's no information unless, I mean, I guess there's somewhere else in the book we may have discovered something like, never go to the dagger sector or whatever. Like, I have no idea, but this is also based on no information. Axe, dagger, sword, or arrow. All right, open. There we go. So, should we climb the axe sector, climb the dagger sector, climb the sword sector, or climb the arrow sector? What's it going to be, chat? $ vote space 1 is climb the axe sector. $ vote space 2 is climb the dagger sector. $ vote space 3 is climb the sword sector. $ vote space 4 is climb the arrow sector. Very nice, chat. Everyone's like, I will vote for differently. Everyone splits up and goes 3 different ways. All right. Okay, we have literally 2 votes for 3 different options. Good job, chat. Everyone working together here. We got 2 votes for the axe, 2 votes for the sword, 2 votes for arrow, and no votes for dagger. So we need someone to break this tie. I'm going to last call it, but we do need someone to break this tie. Wow, this video of theirs is 12 years old. Wow.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here.
Nice. All right, climbing the X sector. Cause X. Yep, I am excited to look over as soon as I get through this silly ad. Oh my gosh. Way back in the day. Wow. Okay. Right. We are going to climb the axe sector. And let me take a look now that I've done that. The cat's like... I like that the cat is just like, yay, I attack. Like, you know, I fiercely attack. This is a tremendous action pose.
Thank you.
That's really funny. Okay. Yes, we wish to climb the wall here at the axe sector. Okay. You notice gaps between the stones. It is possible to climb if you are very careful. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm not even going to tell you what this says to do. I'm not even going to tell you what this says to do, like what the overall thing is to see. So, here we go, chat. Triffid, I need you to roll a die for me 12 times. I need you to roll 1d6, no modifier, 12 times. What was your pun? What were? Teamwork makes the ties work. Very nice, very nice. I missed that. Very nice, Dragon. So 12, 6, 1 of 6 sided. Okay, here we go. 4, 3, 5, 1, 4, 4, 1, 6, 3, 3, 3, 4. Okay, so... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. You need 8 throws of 4 or under to succeed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we got it. Good grief. If you fail, you have been spotted by an archer in the watchtower and shot. If you succeed, and we did succeed, so silly. You stand on a wide wall and can hear iron-shod footsteps close by. The mist has closed in and you cannot see how high you are. Do you leap off the wall? Or do you prepare for combat? So, I mean, in the mist, you prepare for combat. Oh, I see. All right, so here we go. All right, chat. Do we leap off the wall? That would be $ vote space 1. Obviously, leaping to the other side of the wall, out of the compound, is the point. Leap off the wall. That's $ vote space 1. Or do we prepare for combat? $ vote space 2. Yep, ArvBot managed it very well. Surprisingly, the author in chat is like, you should leap forward, leap of faith. Big Boss, who is the editorial voice, is like, wait, don't necessarily do that. Prepare first. I'm always for bravely running away. Exactly. Well, I mean, and it may be the right call. Maybe combat is going to involve a bunch of combat against a bunch of mist creatures or something. You know? All right, we have 2 votes. 2 votes for leaping bravely. 1 vote for preparing for combat.
Well, the cat is sleeping bravely, so...
Yeah, I mean, like, that's... I assume this is right. I assume that that's actually, to Basha, like, a moment before, like, leaping off. That's true. We're leaping to our doom. Let's go. Wow. They all decided, except Big Boss was like, wait, maybe if we prepare. Everyone's like, no, leap. That's really funny. Let's go. All right. Well, all right. Going once. Going twice. All right, here we go. Time to leap off the wall. You leap. In the distance, you hear a cry. Suddenly, you drift away. I am drifting off the wall. I am sick. I make all that up. None of that actually happens. What actually happens is it says, and I quote, you land safely. Add 2 luck points. Says it right there. You land safely.
No insta-death?
Says right there. You land safely. Always leap. What's up, Cujo? You did it. We landed safely. Add 2 luck points. Slowly, menacingly, the mist clears, and you see this picture that I'm about to put up there. Oh wait, I almost put that into YouTube. No, you don't. You don't see Orgaz's tower on YouTube. You do not definitely see that. All right, let's see. All right. Orgaz's tower. Let's see if I can find a picture for this. Yep.
Hand
It
cramping.
says, yeah, it says slowly, menacingly, the mist clears. It's exactly what it says. The mist is menacing, you know, like, right? Like when a mist menacingly clears, the mist is like the mist is like, I'm going to fade in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Menacing clearing of mist. Yeah, you thought we landed on a spike, but as it turned out, that was not the case. You just land. So that's how that goes. Okay, so nope, not that one. Let me put this in studio mode so I can make sure I get this right. Okay. Hold on a second. I want to show you the menacing clearing of the mist. menacingly clear. You know what I'm saying? All right. Look at that. Menacingly. See how menacing that mist is? Menacingly, the mist clears, and you see Orguz's tower, a huge block of stone with one entrance surrounded by a wide moat of green slime. On each of the four corners stand gargoyles that snap, snarl, and flap their black wings. The mist begins to close in again, and you walk towards the tower. That's a good point, Big Boss. No, I know. I got that, Trippin. Like, how is the clearing the menacing part? Occasionally you pass an orc, but disappear into the mist before he decides to challenge you. In the thick mist, you get to the bridge across the moat, past two trolls, and stop at a metal door. You may not use the bazooka beyond this point. What? We not may use it? All right, well, if we can't use a bazooka, then I think what that means is we got to use a use so that it can go. So can you roll one more time for me, please, Triffid? 1d4 plus 1. Let's see if we get other provisions. Because if we can't use Tabasha anyway, we've got 5 left over even after we use it this one time here. So let's do that. Yeah, we had a bazooka. Yeah, haven't you seen the drawing Tari did of the cat bazooka?
Let me put it up.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's what looks like...
Where is
Not that
she? No. There.
Yeah, see? You can use that bazooka anytime. Mew, mew, mew! That cat is so great. Mew, mew, mew! The cat bazooka. Is that like the time we firebombed those caves? Oh my god. Yeah, it's... Okay, so 3. So we get another 3 provisions. That's great. 6 provisions. And if we 2 of them, he said, that would give us 8 points, which brings us up to 14 stamina, since we can't use her again anyway. At least not for now. Okay, in the grime, you feel this shape now. All right, so... All right, I'm going to show this here, chat, because this needs to be explained. I'm going to full screen for just a moment while we go back to the amazing work being done. That was the wrong thing. Being done there. Okay, so let me jump back over to this for a second so I can show you this, because I have to show you this to fix what is going to be happening next. Okay, so here we go. So first of all, let me do that. Right. So here is this. Feast your eyes on that, please. So this is a secret cipher for the Feel Brethren. And you can see, to look at the sequence of ciphers, 3 rows of 3. Each raised circle has a specific value. Okay? So we have 4. Is that one on the left? I can't move my foot like there, right? Then 2 is this next one. I think. Oh no, I'm sorry. Each raised circle in those 3 has one. So that one would be 4. Right? And that one I think would be... Well, actually, the page shows you the ciphers from 1 to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? Yeah. 3 rows of 4. Right, I was confused because I'm thinking about on the tiles is 3 rows of 3. But it's 3 rows of 4. That's right. This is Final Fantasy VII music is what this is. Okay, now why am I showing you that, you may ask? Because in the grime, we feel this shape. Okay? So that's the shape that we feel. And it says, if you know the secret ciphers, go to that number. So the question is, what is this number, chat? That's the shape that we feel. Got it? And again, the ciphers are... Yeah, I know. So there's the ciphers. I'm going to conceal. That's a spoiler. Never mind that. So there's that. Okay. And what you see right now is that. I was told there would be no math. Yes. My apologies. My apologies. Not accepted. So, all right, we have 27. Tari's doing the thing. Tari's working on the stuff.
On the thing with the stuff.
So, okay, I will show you. I will show you. Let me show you.
The world?
Now I can show you the. No. Let me show you. That's what you feel. That shape. Okay. That's the shape you feel. And this.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Love the music video for that one.
Sorry. Add the values of the circle to give you the secret cipher. So... Yeah. Go ahead and take a screenshot. That's fine. Okay. And then... So I have 257 as an option and 258 as an option. $258. Top middle valid is value 2. Bottom left is 256. Okay, well, let's find out if you folks were correct. The door opens easily. Nice. Because I wasn't 100% sure that I was getting that. Nice. The door opens easily. Says it right there. 258. Heyo. See? Look, see? 258. Says it right there. Nice work. Nice. The door opens easily. You walk into a well-lit room. There are several torches on each wall. Suddenly, they flare up and you hear a booming, rasping voice. So, you are here, Blood Heir. You have come for the shield. You are very welcome. But first, you must find me. The torches go out and you are left in complete darkness. Something crawls across the back of your neck.
Through the thicket?
Something crawls through the thicket across your neck. Something crawls across the back of your neck. The sword does not shine.
Jesus.
It feels very heavy. You remember from when you walked in that there are 2 exits. Do you go through the door leading north or the door west? And on the west door, you feel the following pattern. This will be the last choice. All right, Chad, here you go. You feel the following pattern. That pattern. And I'll jump over. Yeah, I know. We have to do the poll. But
Ooh,
actually,
that's the
I do
last
think.
one. My hand is starting to hurt.
Yeah, I do actually think too that this is going to be. Yeah, it's definitely the last one. I do actually think that we might be able to finish it next session after all. Did you say 511? I think you're out of luck there. 511. But this only goes to 400, so that can't be right. Unless we add them together, maybe? Which would be 7? No. Eight, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9. I got it. I got it. Yeah, I was going to say, the reason we're not doing votes on this one is because I don't, I'm not really sure. So, okay, so now the point is, if you think this pattern represents something that is like safe and good, then we can go through there. If not, so if this pattern is safe, then we go through the west door. If this, on the other hand, is showing you danger, then we have to go through the north door. So is that dangerous or not, chat? This will be the last decision. Is that safe, so we go through the west door, or is that danger and we go through the north door? Yeah, I don't know. Because I'm wondering if there's no... So if it results in 511. So if that means it's outside the book, maybe that means danger then. Right? I mean, I'm literally just guessing, but maybe that means danger because since 511 isn't there, maybe that's like, so abandon hope, all you who enter here type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So if that's danger, so here you go, chat. Last vote of the day for this. So do you go north or do you go west through the door that has this symbol? So do you go north or do you go west through the door that has the danger symbol, if that's what we're thinking it is on it? $ vote space 1 is north. $ vote space 2 is west, which is the door with this symbol on it. You go back to the first page, yeah. Ocarina of Time, dramatic. All right, last call. Going once. Going twice. Very tense, this music. All right, let's see what it was. We're going north, chat. Here's what would have happened if you had decided to go west. Uh-oh, I lost the page. It was 256, right? It was the 158. Okay, so if you had gone west, this is what it would have said. If we went through that door with a symbol, it would have said this. You walk into the room and the door snaps shut behind you. There is no handle on the inside. In the middle of the room is a fire and a large iron grate from which sparks shoot out. Suddenly, the blaze flares up and destroys everything in the room, including you. But we did not go that way. We went north, which means we did not get destroyed by the flame blaze. Okay? That's what I'm saying. which means that our save point, our final save point of the day, which we will pick up from next month, right? Math saves us, which is 51. So 51 is our save point, and that will be the one that we're going to be doing when we start next month. Actually, when we start next year, because that's the next time that we'll play this. And I think we'll be able to get through it. Still not happy that they did it this way, like, you know, but the illustrations from Tari has been so good, and you're always so much fun to hang out with, chat, that it still works out in the end. So okay, now don't anybody go anywhere, because we're going to do a recap of the illustrations. Then we have to vote on the Patreon Field Chat Chosen Game of the Month. And then I got to go prep for D&D happening in about 50 minutes over on GOG.com's Twitch channel. And don't forget, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern is the incredible, amazing Our Vocalist voice team. Now, it looks like one of our voice actors may not be able to make it. So that means that we're going to have 3 of our regulars. And those 3 would be Zach and Indy and KP, joined by Little Red Dot and Tren Spark. So we're going to have 5 people tonight for the amazing Our Vocalist reading of A Christmas Carol. It is an amazing event. It's tons of fun. Best short story ever written, in my opinion. It's all good. So you should definitely be here for that tonight. Red Dot and Tren are both going to be on this. Yep. Mm-hmm. Little Red Dot, Tren, and then the currents 3 of KP, Indy, and Zach. But I don't think Rem is going to be able to join it. So they will come back for one night. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so let's go through this. Tari, we did some amazing stuff today. I love this image of this cat charging away. So let's go through it. So at the very beginning, we had this cat. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Yes.
We have had lots of cat stuff, so that's been a valuable addition to this. Okay.
I mean, it is the internet, so.
That's true.
Then our refreshment.
Yes, the refreshment of Glug Glug Glug, which started as Gluck Gluck Gluck. Then this terrifying thing. Oh my God, I didn't even see the eyes in the shadows. Good Lord. I was too busy looking at that. That's amazing, that one.
Thank you.
Good gravy.
Yeah, I did not know where I was going with this when I started, and then it just got away from me.
And then there's like, and it's the reverse scimitar too, like holding it with the blade down and everything.
Yes,
oh,
I know that is like highly impractical, but it looks cool.
It looks awesome.
So...
That's what matters. That looks amazing. So that was the Kudam who we defeated. Then we had this long-toothed bear, which we also defeated. This super friendly. This looks at, you know what this is? This is the cocaine bear. This is the cocaine bear one.
Yeah, I actually know the person who wrote started the Wikipedia article.
Really? For the cocaine bear?
Yeah. No, they are from the heraldry community that I'm in on Discord.
It's Tren Sparks gone mad, boy. I hope Tren never looks like that.
No, Tren is a wolf.
Yeah,
Tawny
Tren's more on the
bear.
wolf side of things. Yeah. Tawny bear,
Yeah.
All right,
this is
amazing.
what Tawny was like during the Battle of Five Armies.
Oh, yeah.
The whole thing, why he decided to become a pacifist.
Yep. Become a healer because of what happened to him there.
Yes.
Here's where we jumped into the ditch and we had a bunch of gremlins. I like the one gremlin looking over the other one like, what do you want to do, boss? Is that, is that like what he's doing? This is what it's like. Chat, this is POV. You leap into a ditch and there's 5 gremlins like just posed over you. Not good.
POV, you are fucked.
Yep, you don't want that.
And then last but not least,
attack Tabasha. I like to think that Tabasha was just like,
I choose you.
I like to think that was saying to Tabasha to like figure out the cipher on the door. Like figure that out. It's just like,
no, that was like the last time we used her. That was like why I drew that. Like where it was like, okay, no, we are using Tabasha for this one. Speaking of cats, hello Lorelei. What do you hear? I have a very attention-hungry cat here next to me on the chair.
That is very cool. You also have a very
Play with me.
I have a very actually hungry artist here as well. So.
Yes, that's me. I'm the actually hungry artist. Authentically hungry.
Authentically hungry. So this was amazing, Tari. Folks, so let me know. Let folks know where they can find you. Well, we'll see you here next week for Beowulf, so we know about that.
Yes.
But besides that, where else can folks find you on the internets and so on?
On Tumblr, which is where I'm mainly at TariToons, and also at Tari's Backyard. There's like links to each other on one or the other. so easy to find. TariToons being my main art blog, and then Tari's Backyard is my so-called main blog where I like post about anything that isn't my drawings, aside from like small doodles that I don't deem good enough for my main blog. Then I'm on Blue Sky, which more people need to use.
Yes.
Also,
Yes,
at
please, so we can
TariToons.
destroy Twitter and end up with one social media site again, please. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
You know.
And on Instagram, also at TariToons. Also, currently running is the 4th installment of Herald December, which is basically the heraldry equivalent of Inktober, which I purposefully put in December. And there has been some amazing entries so far from people. Given most of the stuff is on Discord because that's where the community is the most active. But if you want to see anyway what people posted outside of Discord, then please do check out hashtag Herald December and Herald December 2023. And also for the previous years, if you're interested in that, then like 2022, 2021, 2020.
All good stuff.
Yeah.
All good stuff. Thank you, Tari. Really, really good drawings today, as always. It was a pleasure. Chat, can we get some love for the amazing TariToons? And Tari, I will see you next week for Beowulf Session 0.
Bro.
And we'll be showing up a lot of your bro. Listen. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, and you'll get to see Tari's artwork as well.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, God, no, not that one. Listen, or I'll change it to Nuber. Heya. Heya, heya,
oh,
heya,
no.
Heya.
Every time somebody votes, the heya sound goes.
Heya, heya. Oh my God.
Or even worse, like anytime somebody pings you in chat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, jeez. Heya, heya. Oh, heya. God. No. There's a reason that Nuber did not survive my playthrough. I'll just say that. Yes, and you will not be sorry about that, Darcy. Trifid's amazing. So, I mean, Trifid. I'm looking right at her. Like, Tari is amazing. Trifid is amazing. Well, but as far as the art is concerned, Tari is amazing in this particular context of art. So, but Tari, I'll let you go so you can get some food. Thank you, yes, and I shall see you next week.
Toodaloo.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Awesome sauce. Okay. So I was just staring right at you. I was like, what the heck? Trifid is another T. Okay. So chat, I have put up here, what game should Arv play this month? So this is the Patreon field chat chosen game of the month. We just do nominations now. Next week, we're actually going to do the vote, and the week after is when I'm going to play that game. So please nominate for me. So Dungeon Siege. Just one nomination per person, a game that you would like me to play. I'm going to nominate Pentiment on behalf of my good friend TariToons, who wants me to try that. So Dungeon Siege, Pentiment, what else, chat? What else? Please nominate a game that you would like me to play. Expeditions Rome. I've actually played Expeditions, oh God, the one that's set in Mexico, I want to say, which was fun. Expeditions Rome, Chance of Senar. I remember you doing that. Yep. Okay. Any other ones? Zork. All right. That's fine. You are liable to be eaten by a grue. Zork. Okay. Any other nominations, chat? And then what we're going to do is we're going to vote on these, and the top 3 will end up in the final category. The original, the OG. Which Zork? The Zork. You know, Zork. That's what I'm talking about. Metal Gear Solid 3. Not the, but there's only one original Zork, though. I know there's a bunch of them, but there's only one original Zork. Which I barely remember how it actually gets played through now. Used to be, I knew it, like, I literally could just practically speedrun it. No, Column is a complete veto, Cujo. Nice try. That game is not a game. That game is a experience of torture. The OG. Okay. All right. Any other choices? Any other nominations? Going once. Going twice. Okay. I'm going to open this up, chat. So please vote. And I think this does multi-vote. Does the actually? Oh no, we don't want to do. I don't think we did. We say Effect Life that this has multi-vote? Yeah, that's right. So how do we do multi-vote again? Yeah, I guess we shouldn't multi-vote because that is rigging. But in the future, we'll remember that as far as the ones that you'd like the most. Yeah. So never mind. Forget I said that, but it does have multi-vote. We'll keep that in mind for the one. So please get your vote in. The nominations, top 3 of these are going to go on to the final one here. So do you have Dungeon Siege, Pentiment, Expeditions Rome, Chance of Senar, Zark the OG, Metal Gear Solid 3. $ vote space 1 is Dungeon Siege. $ vote space 2 is Pentiment. $ vote space 3 is Expeditions Rome. $ vote space 4 is Chance of Senar. $ vote space 5 is Zork. $ vote space 6 is Metal Gear Solid 3. So please get your votes in now. Oh, yeah. So but still, that's a good point though. Yeah, Effect Life makes a good point, Echo. It's not multi-vote like you can vote for multiple choices. It's that or that you can vote once per option. You can't vote multiple times for one option. It's that you can vote for multiple options, but I still don't want that in this situation. Also, hi Gregory. I don't want that in this situation either because it's going to lead too much to confusion. So, yeah. Still rigged. Yeah, I mean, but anyway, so we're not going to do that this time. So, all right, we have Dungeon Siege and Metal Gear Solid 3. So we need one more vote for either Pentiment or Expeditions Rome or Chance of Senar. We get that job done. I think I think I just did, let me see. SENNAAR. Yeah, I did it right. SENNAAR. Yep. 2 N's, 2 A's. Okay, so all right, so we need one more vote, chat. Yeah, exactly, Big Boss. So there we go. Dungeon Siege, Metal Gear, and then Pentiment, Expeditions, Rome, Chance of Senar. So one more vote for either Pentiment or Rome or Chance of Senar, and that will be the 3 that we need. So get your votes in now, and if you want, you can also change vote from one of yours to another one, because either of those would be great. All right, here we go. These are 3 interesting choices. Boy, these are good ones. These are really interesting choices. Dungeon Siege, Expeditions Rome, and Metal Gear Solid 3. Interesting options. I like all of those. Those are all good possibilities. So if, and I have a feeling, because usually Echo is joining the spot with this, that Echo will be able to have that. And then maybe if at that point, then we could have either Dragon or I think Hillness or Trifid could do those ones. Yes. Dungeon Siege, Expeditions Rome, and Metal Gear Solid 3. Those are the 3 winners of the nominations. And then we will vote on those. We'll start voting today, but then the vote will go all the way until next week. And then next week, Monday is when Tuesday, I beg your pardon, is when the final vote will be happening. And the Tuesday after that is when I'll actually play it. Good stuff, chat. I am excited for these 3. I think those are 3 good choices. And it'll actually be the last game because I've played, well, I already played Metal Gear Solid 3, but I have not played Dungeon Siege or Expeditions Rome. I know, of course, about Dungeon Siege, but I have never actually played it. So that or Expeditions Rome, if either of those goes, then that will be added to my Game of the Year show. So there's all of that. So now that we have those Dungeon Siege, Expeditions Rome, Metal Gear Solid, I'm going to clear these now that we have those already. Triffid has it in chat. And I am going to get out of this, and I'm going to close this and this. And I will close ArvBot Plus entirely. Okay. So this thing should pop up in just a minute as the website's being, unexpected server error. Can we do the other one? there's two of them, right? There's strawpoll.com and then there's strawpoll.net or something. Okay. Yeah, you can do that if need be. Oh, that other site is totally bonked, really? Oh. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, just get it to me. If you don't mind sending it to me later, then I will post it up there and I can either do it myself in chat because it'll be up there tonight as well. I mean, we'll be back tonight for the Our Vocalist. So good stuff, chat. This was a good time. I really had a good time. And I want to thank my good friend TariToons for the amazing stuff we had there. That was really, really awesome. Oh, you got it. Oh, great. Okay, cool. So there's the straw poll. So if Triffid would be so kind, or Dragon Spear, or one of the lovely mods would be so kind as to add that into the list. That is the final chat chosen Patreon field game of the month for 2023. So get your votes in right there, chat. You can vote right there. And then we're going to post that, I think, as well in Discord we usually do. And then, like I say, it'll be running all week. So it'll be there for my Friday stream, Saturday stream. It'll be there for Our Vocalist tonight. And then it'll run all the way through next Tuesday's afternoon stream. And that will close it up after that. Yeah, exactly, Big Boss. 100% they would. Okay, that, folks, is going to do it for me. I got to go run and get ready for D&D with GOG Ghosts of Saltmarsh. But remember, about 35 minutes from now, I'm going to be over on GOG.com's Twitch channel for Pen and Pixels, playing more D&D with GOG Ghosts of Saltmarsh. We got big plans for that group, by the way, so you definitely want to make sure you're tuned into those. That campaign and that crew of players is not joking around. We've got some stuff planned. So that is going to be 4:15, and then I'll be back here tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern with 5 amazing Our Vocalist voice actors, which will include the amazing regulars of Zach Clay, Indy, and KP. Rem Alternus will not be joining us tonight, but we will be joined by 2 alumni, and that includes Trend Sparks and Little Red Dot. So we'll have 5 voice actors for your listening pleasure tonight of A Christmas Carol. So that's happening tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a good time. I am super excited for that. If you like what you saw and heard, please follow the channel. Check out our YouTube at !ArvTube. For those of you who are watching over there, thank you. Please subscribe to me over there, and please check out our Twitch channel as well and subscribe to us there as well. Twitter, !ArvTweets, website, arvanelaron.com, financially, and ArvSky as well, !ArvSky for social media. !ArvShop is the merchandise area. You can get stuff like this and many other things. !ArvTreon is the Patreon. You can also sub to the channel, as some of you were nice enough to do today. All of those things are really very much appreciated, and they help for things like I pay the Our Vocalist every month, and this helps and goes directly towards that. It was a good time, Nostalgic Rhino. Thanks for stopping by, as always. Of course, publishing Icarus, my graphic novel from Athos Arts, Library, my Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and source book from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And Greyshade is my Grey Assassin trilogy, Greyshade and Renegade, 2 books already out, Greyshade an award winner. You can buy both of those, plus you can buy the audiobook from the same Trend Sparks I just mentioned over there. You can also pre-order the tabletop role-playing game coming from Alligator Alley and Brandon O'Brien, and you can pre-order the final book in the Grey Assassin trilogy called Heretic, which I am working on as we speak. That will be coming out next year. So yeah, that's what we got going on with those things. Last but certainly not least, BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message that we will do so for others in this situation in the future. I want to thank everyone who was here today and made an awesome stream of it. Thank you to my wonderful mods, Dragon Spear, Hillness, Triffity Mats. Thank you so much for Triffid for doing some of the dice rolling, and thank you to Echo Alpha X5 for a ton of dice rolling all during the day. Congratulations on the ME2 run, Echo. Thank you to my wonderful Patreon supporters and subscribers, Dragon, Hillness, Triffid, Echo, Effect Life. Thank you to Effect Life for making ArvBot Plus so awesome. And thank you to my wonderful viewers. Thank you to Baron, to Big Poss, to Black Fury, to Craigery, Divinorium, Jagtress, Juice Overdrive. Thank you to Caro. Thank you to Mark, Mr. Jonas, Nostalgic Rhino, Optic Nerve. What's up, Optic? Thank you to Pixelated Geek. Thank you to Questionable Results. And thank you to Richard. Otherwise, I'll see you over on GOG.com in about a half hour for D&D with GOG Ghosts of Saltmarsh, and then right back here at 8 p.m. Eastern for Christmas Carol with the Our Vocalists. Until then, and we'll finish up Chasms of Malice, this book, with Tari next month. That's it for me. Thanks, everyone. See you over on GOG in a little bit, and until then, as always, everyone be good to each other. Bye for now. Honk.